Somebody say something. This is the part where
Is Emmy back?
Oh wait, Emmy doesn't need to be here. It's fine. We obviously don't need her. It's cool. It's super good. But
okay, I'm gonna quickly use the chat to grab something to drink too. Gonna take like 10 seconds.
Got it. And now it's time for. I guess I should. Yeah, I got all of my way too many energy drinks to make this work. It's been a hell of a couple weeks moving, but it's time for Spoopy Kingmaker. Thank you, the now 7 of you. What can I say? I'm popular for support on Patreon. Ross is. I don't know where Ross is right now. Ross is off.
He fell and he can't stand up alone.
He's fallen and he can't get up. The poor boy. As I see Nick is shouting in the chat that, how do I take off push to talk? This is why I really wish the other mod for the server was here. But anyway, I digress. The 7 of you, thank you for your support. Ross will, when he gets here, he can do his in character. But so you can put a voice to a token and a token to a voice, since we're only seeing this beautiful face here. Well, I guess we'll begin with Devin for the in-character reflection for that dank hero point. It was a pretty eventful session last time.
Yeah, it was wild. I've become my whole living dreams, and I'm more powerful than I ever was. I have communications with the gods, and if that doesn't make you more important, I don't know what else will be. So I'm just living the dream of being the chosen one, aka Sparkles, aka Prettier Than You, aka the personification of splendor, aka Billy Badass, aka who needs a friend when you got an eagle. So I'm good.
That's sad.
Oh, hush, Sven. Hero point goes on to Devin. Elric, you back yet?
I am. Told you it would take like 10 seconds. My fridge is not that far away.
Nice.
Well, I guess that means that I'm next into character reflection.
Yipper.
Yes. Well, last time was pretty freaky. There was a lot of stuff going on. Eric was really happy that he found his brothers mostly in one piece, only missing a finger and a bit rough around the edges. Like a bit of sunlight, wasn't properly fed, but nothing permanent. Then we had that talk with all the what was this bandit of the what was it? What was their name again?
The Band of the Scarlet Hand.
Scarlet Hand, that was it. I was like, I remember it was something with hand, but it's all I can think of is like Saruman's army and stuff.
We talked to Saruman the White and his army of Uruk-hai.
Yeah,
they didn't have much to say.
Hand. Yeah, and they got kind of pardoned and, well, joined the outpost as properly working people now, not bandits anymore or mercenaries, whatever they wish to call themselves. And then we once again got that weird magical, well, phenomenon where the place we were staying at was like flickering between planes, and we kind of forgot our summoner inside of there, like he couldn't properly be moved, and Tuxie tried to explain stuff, but she was so incomprehensible that not even magic or linguistics could help me understand what she was trying to say. But whatever it was, apparently it resulted in some scar at our pretty boy's kidney, so it wasn't that bad. The only thing that happened is that he's now even more full of himself. But we are not quite sure what his newfound powers are yet. It seems that whatever it is, it just boasts his boosting ability. So he's now even more self-important. Yeah. Well, that's it. That's where we left off. Oh.
Pretty much. Nick, you should be able to talk now. At least you're not muted on my end anyway. I turned off push to talk on ye old server. So now everyone's going to be super loud. But Robin gets the hero point. Good for Robin. And Tuxie, you're on.
I have never been so happy to see a human not cut in half. Oh my gosh. Oh, all right. So I am playing Tuxale the Copper Scale. I am an Azamar Kobold. You can call me Tuxie. And I am a bard with the wit archetype. Oh gosh. Where to even begin? So much happened just the other day. I mean, first we took care of the Band of the Scarlet Hand, and then we interrogated them. We got important information, and then, I mean, I kind of installed a new figurehead, and now we're all cool. We're buddy. But then Devin got cut in half, and then I don't know what happened, but I sort of like pieced him back together. I think I put him where the rest of his body was supposed to be, and he came back mostly in one piece. I mean, I don't know. I must have got his head wrong, because now he's talking to birds and he's squawking, and I think he thinks he's saying something, but I'm not really sure. I'm not sure he knows that he's squawking either, so it's kind of obnoxious, to be honest. Gonna have to tell him about that at some point. But anyways, we're here live, everything's good, and I never pulled my prank on Elric's brother, whose name I keep forgetting. It'll sink in one of these days.
Brother Von Elric?
Yeah, Brother Von Elric. Don't you know that?
Yeah, that sounds
Alphonse. His name is Alphonse.
Alphonse.
The merchant leading the place is
not
just
really.
a gigantic suit of armor who sounds like an
I need to get my
8-year-old.
body back.
Man, I'm gonna
Okay,
rewatch
but-
Brotherhood
now.
now. Hey,
Yeah,
we did it.
Yeah.
Well, if you have problems with that, you can just go into our super neat sheet and go under Elric's tab, and there it lists his family members and stuff like that. But yeah,
I cannot
his
see
name
that.
his name is Leon.
His name is Leon.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
Leon.
I still got to prank Leon to make Vin feel better, so that he's not always the butt of my jokes. But
I'm also realizing I missed a really golden opportunity when we're playing a very undead heavy game and there's an NPC named Leon. I done goofed. I quit. Fuck this. Anyway, good enough. Hero points yours. I'm just now also realizing Gregor has the Slayer talent that forces me to say exactly how many hit points the bad guys have left. It's a really good Slayer talent.
Yes.
But it's also the most like game-breaking Slayer talent.
It's the most gamey.
You look.
Or if you, Tommy, if you're doing it by rounds, can you give us rounds? Because a lot of times, like, this fight's gonna be 6 rounds. I don't care how many hit points.
He looks like he's got about 6 rounds, 30 hit points, 1 hero point, and
We moved
a
to
bunch
new
of piss and
system.
vinegar left. Alrighty, I guess. Do we have a Ross? We have a Ross. Boy,
Maybe. Possibly. Probably.
give us that
Potentially.
danking character. You and the boy and his dog. Everyone's favorite
Yeah.
druidic trope.
Yep. I'm Vincel Jimerson, or just Finn for short, as my friends call me. I am the local guide / local boy, as Devon likes to call me. For the most part, I've been sort of a friend of nature and nice fellow, just trying my hardest to help my friends and whatnot get through the wilderness. And after having several incidences where I have lost and nearly lost family, needless to say, it feels kind of good to be able to help Eric prevent himself from losing his family. But as it stands now, we need to get back to town to figure out about, apparently, the necromancer that was passing through. She seemed off, but at the same time, I was having to deal with Devon for the first time, so I wasn't certain if it was just the quirkiness of
Don't you blame me for this? Don't you blame
it's just the quirkiness of nobles, or if she really was just off-putting. I'm still not certain about that yet, but as it stands, well, we have a path to tread, a direction to move in, and a new prey to hunt. Let's just hope the rest of my family's okay, and I can find my mom, and my dad, and my other sisters, and my other brother, and my mentor. Yeah, I have a lot of people unaccounted for. It's kind of driving me fucking insane.
And your future wife. Let's not forget your future wife. That's the most important.
First off, that's the men.
Tooksie's right there.
I saw that coming.
Oh shit! All we gotta do is get behind Smiles. After Ross's showing in the Tuesday night game.
I cast Great Axe.
You
I
cast
dealt
Butchering
60
Axe.
damage to the big bad in an attack of opportunity.
You
It was
ouch code the
beautiful.
boss that was like 3 levels over you. That was gross. Anyway, hero point is yours, buddy. Gregor, the man,
Yeah.
the myth, the guy who's usually muted. We're all gonna
Yeah,
every
after-
5 minutes we're gonna shout at Sven and we're gonna say, "Hey Sven, unmute," because it's important.
After being ignored last session for being muted, but that wasn't really nice of you guys.
Yeah, guys,
Yeah.
come on. Why are you muting Sven? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I'm playing Gregor Eisenhorn. I'm a level 4 Slayer now. I took a really nice feat. I was coaxed to take it from a friend.
Coaxed.
But all is good. Yeah, the fight was quickly done. After that, we now have a trading post on our side. That's really good. I got a cool bow. Even if it's not the bow that shot me. But yeah, now I'm a bit more on the flexible side to help the team. I'm pretty unsure what we should do next. If we should search for the pink-haired lady, or should try to first help one of the family parts of the members of our little group. We will see what the day will give us.
Indeed, and of course Ragnar was drunk, so automatically gets the hero point, and so do you. And we'll get to
Yeah.
God damn it. So we'll get to the new guy in
Point
just
for
a sec.
being drunk.
Yeah, that's all you need. Get to the new guy in just a sec. We will pick up from immediately where we left off so long ago, a week ago, at Oleg's trading post. You guys are... Well, that was a giant token on the board that shouldn't be on the board. I just needed to move it. Oopsie. I believe where last we left off, we were trying to figure out exactly where we wanted to go, what to investigate. It sounded like we needed to have a big group sit down to talk about things.
Indeed.
Sounds like a good plan.
Now we can ask our oracle about godly divine intervention things like, what does your god tell you to go
What
to?
oracle? Oh,
Does
wait.
your god say?
What does the god say?
And his god's like, I don't care, go wherever.
Praise the sun, praise the sun.
Basically, do whatever it is that kills undeads and make you pop. I think I may have added that last part. Look at me adding stuff to a religion that a god didn't tell me. This isn't a real life type of occurrence.
That sounds
That
good.
would never happen.
I would say we go back to Timberfall with your brother, Eric, and so they can build a connection, so they know the trading post is
Manned.
manned.
I second
And,
the
And
motion.
not to attack the band of the Scarlet Hand anymore, because I
Yes.
mean,
Yeah, bring
You
the
clearly
news
need to
about that they're on our
prestidigitate the
side
scarlet hand to like a magenta color, so then you know that they, the band of the magenta hand, are now friendly.
Something along that
What?
nature, yes.
They're friendly now?
Oh
Yes.
yes, that's what
Lulu.
got
Yes.
it.
so
Tremin
wait,
is
if
very
we're doing
dead.
Magenta,
Everyone-
can we do yellow and cyan too?
The band of the cyan hand. Oolulu, fuck off.
Oh yeah.
Well done.
Oh yeah.
Be right back. I'm downloading Age of Empires 2 for the 4th time in 2 years. I
Just
digress.
one of the best Age of Empires ever.
They still play it
Yeah.
competitively modern day. Okay, so I hear a couple
But
votes
the-
for heading back to Timberfall.
Yeah, I figure we get there, get what's his name's finger fixed, and then we can investigate and find the pink-haired lady, and we can kill her, and hopefully stop all these undead.
Okay, sounds good.
I mean, as much as I made a comment about not knowing where my family is in the character backstory, in reality, at this point, Vinsol's a little bit calmer. After all. But the Band of the Scarlet Hand, that's at least one major portion of the Necromancer's power around here taken care of.
And convert it over. And I guess on that note, let me do a quick. I'm gonna say every 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
We are still level 3, correct?
No, we are level 4.
No, we're level 4.
Then I forgot to level up. I'm going
You
to have
totally
to take
forgot.
care of
I didn't even know
Dude.
what
One
level
time
till
I
I joined the
remember
call.
beforehand, like before Friday, and actually level up a day ahead.
Oh, look at
Other
Emmy.
people are
Emmy's usually
Yes.
leveling up in the last 2 minutes
I-
before session
I
starts.
was level 4 last session.
Boom. So I'm gonna say probably about a couple weeks in game, Leon could have a convoy go from where y'all are to Restov and back. He basically can get more or less whatever it is you want to buy with your money from there. It's just a matter of going to Restov to get it.
Cool.
Yeah, you can get everything, but with a delay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Kind of.
cool.
With as many full casters that are in this party, that won't matter for much longer. Oh, what do we need? Where is it sold? Dope. Teleport there. Okay, so rolling back to Timberfall. Let me I didn't know exactly how I wanted. It'll be right. Let me.
Tommy,
Yo.
question. You never answered my text from before.
Oh, I'm
Can I
sorry.
do that thing about? It's all right. You have a busy life.
I fucking do, my guy.
Can I do that profession thing where I'm like a professional bullshitter and use my bluff to pretend like I can read tarot cards?
No, I need to check that text. I also
That
can I do a
sounds
profession?
hilarious.
Can I do a profession check with my bluff? You can't do a profession check with your bluff, but you can bluff to do the thing you wanted. So
Yes, that's what I meant. Okay, cool.
And as far as the mischance goes, is basically what'll happen if there's a mischance is you'll roll to hit, you'll hit, you'll roll damage, and like 5 turns later, it'll be like, oh fuck, I had blur cast on me, son of a bitch, go back, that kind of thing. But there's no real order of operations as long as we remember it. I digress.
Okay, that's gonna be like an almost all the time thing. It's one of those things where like I steal an evolution from my Eidolon, so Eidolon can do that and make himself all blurry. I think it's like shadow form or some shit. But now I look cool and blurry, and shadowy formed. My melee attacks will do half damage to corporeal things, not that I'll ever hit anything, and then full damage to incorporeal things.
Nice. Finally, all these ghosts that I'm gonna throw at you. Devin is Man, I'm not even gonna lie. When y'all fought all those zombos at the fort, and like at the very beginning, it's like, oh, you got a cleric in the party. We're fine. He can channel energy. He retrained channel energy in an undead heavy game. Damn it, Chewy. Anyway, perception checks all around as we start heading south.
We wanted to play a crafting heavy game, so we traded for more crafting stuff.
Oh, it's not horrible, yeah. Damn you,
I'll have a
Torog!
staff that channels energy for me.
Yeah, that's basically what you do.
Is this an everybody perception or
Yeah, everybody.
Okay. I meant like Smiles and Roboito Birdman.
Oh, God
Whose
damn.
companions get.
Yeah, they can. I'm also tracking
God,
there's kind of a
lame.
timer in my head in game because you said last week, ask me again in 7 days about this former lover of yours. Roboito will do that in 7 days. Anyway,
Okay.
as you guys get moving, you hear the sounds of somebody, I guess not Devin or Tuxie, or really, it's mostly Roboito and Vin and Gregor. Hear the sounds of somebody crashing through the trees. You turn the corner, and this is where, if Nick will tell us who he's playing, what he's playing, all those fun
I
things.
definitely heard it.
Okay. First of all, hello everyone. I've just been quietly listening, and from what I can hear so far, this is going to be a fun time. Probably not so fun for poor Yaotl here. An Uruxi warrior that I'm playing as, who hails from the deep swamps within the Stolen Lands. And here with a scouting party trying to investigate rumors of supposedly the outside world is being harried by legions of undead, and he and several others were sent to uncover what's actually going on in the outside world. Needless to say, I think we got our answer.
Da,
So
da,
we're being
da.
blamed for this? What?
Yes, it was you. It was Tuxi specifically. You turn the corner and come crashing through this, through this swamp. A Uruxi warrior carrying a, I was kind of surprised to see one of the weapons. It kind of looks like a nunchaku, but much, much bigger. I imagine, slung over his shoulders or something, and a pretty sizable spear. Behind him, there is a... I'm gonna say also an Uruxi. Yeah. Wearing, really shredded and withered clothes. The skin looks less scaly and more just, withered and leathery. The corpse has these really dark, empty eye sockets. The whole thing stinks of, rotten swamp stuff. It's obviously not happy. If all of you could please roll for initiative.
Am I being chased by my undead comrades?
Maybe.
Oh no.
Watch out.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to
It's all good.
click my token first.
Oh yeah! On top of it today.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Everyone
Was
is
that initiative?
instantly ready to defend themselves.
Someone
Ragnar.
beat Tuxi on initiative.
Should I roll mine?
Yeah, if you would.
By the way, how many people just rolled a nat 20 on initiative?
3.
3.
3 people. Jeez.
I want to point out the fact that I rolled 2 natural 20s in a row there.
Man, you did too.
Nice.
Rost is
Actually
our
rolled a
king of the
19.
RNG. Yaotl has a 19. Even the bad
Yes.
ones are above 10.
We are so freaking ready.
We've been doing good lately. We've been doing good, you know?
Wasn't ready for this.
Alrighty. Boom.
Is this our new friend?
Yeah.
What's
Me,
this
on
one?
the other hand, I've rolled much worse. I don't think I add. Oh, I actually have a pretty good initiative mod. Okay, cool. So before the combat starts, if anyone would like to identify the thing that's coming after you, knowledge, nature, religion, history. Oh, I'm still bottom of the turn order. God damn it.
Local?
Ugh.
Oh.
Not local song. Never mind. Emmy's got it. Tuxi, you're a member of the Esoteric Order of the Palatine. The Esoteric Order of the Palatine knows basically everything that they do, from tomb raiding ancient Osirian tombs very, very far to the south. And in that part of the world, even up to present day, the process of mummification is a pretty, it's what they do to their dead. Honored dead are preserved in this way so the body could exist fully in the afterlife. That can also happen to bodies that end up in swamps, and you're looking at a swamp mummy. They are
That's a thing?
They are. They literally are. I didn't know what to
It's
put in this
absolutely a thing.
encounter. I'm gonna you better quit dancing around. You distracted me. Thank you, Gregor. Just waiting for one more haha pop. Gee, thanks. I'm gonna actually move him a little far back so we don't start with Nick having to make saves. I'll fly to Germany right now. No.
Okay, do it.
Don't
I
tempt me.
dare you.
Ooh.
I double dare you.
Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, so Emmy, you beat the DC
Sure.
by, I'll say, 4 questions for the party before we go to Vin.
You don't need to ask for HP. I can do that.
God damn it!
Nice.
I guess I have to do the math, don't I? Yeah. It has. Well, you have to study it first.
Do me a favor. If I ever DM a game again and you play Slayer, don't take that talent.
Why? It's pretty good. It helps you know where to
It's like, oh my god, this just is like, oh no. I actually
wanted
need
to
to
take
come up with a
something.
set amount of HP.
I wanted to take something else, but a good friend of mine.
Oh no, this is a great feat. I'm trying to make a joke.
Yeah, I asked him to take it because there are a lot of spells that only work a specific way.
Oh my
based
god,
on
yeah,
the
that does
HP
work.
that an opponent has.
Now you'll always
So,
know if
yeah.
someone's in power word kill range.
Or power
Yeah,
word
stuff like
pain.
that.
Ah,
So
fair
do you
enough.
carry a
Yeah,
pin and
exactly.
paper to study it?
Basically, for all my power words and stuff, and disintegrate too, I guess.
Yeah, it's fair. Anyway, 4 questions. Squad, anything you want to learn about a mummy?
Oh no.
Resistances, I guess, is usually a good one.
Okay. As I quickly do the math for my hit points, plus that number is that. Bang. So the creature's undead. It's also like the process of mummification has a lot of the, like, your standard, like, oh, that's the undead. Stab it in the brain pan won't work quite as well because, like, it's literally just held together with the energies of hate and unlife in such a way it has DR 5 over all the things. It's got barbarian DR. Other than that, it'll obviously have +4s on mind affecting, take half from cold, so on and so forth. But and 3 more.
All right. Does it have
Special
any
effect.
weaknesses?
Not anything that you wouldn't expect from your typical undead. Hit it with positive energy, it won't like it.
All right.
Special skills like poison, disease.
It's got a couple. It's the Uruxi that's running from it is just outside the radius. If it were a little closer, no one's really sure how a swamp mummy does this, but it can, like, cause the lungs of living creatures to fill with swamp water.
Ew.
If you get a
That's
little
nasty.
too close, it's literally just your own ability to endure and push forward, or, like, that's how they'll, like, how people will die to swamp mummies, is they won't know they're there, and they could just, like, be, like, right here, say, laying in the water, and then you walk up to it and you drown and you die.
So by us knowing that it's there alone is a great advantage. Okay.
Yeah, by virtue of the fact that it wasn't hiding. In addition, of course, much like other mummies, mummy rot is a thing. This one has something a little more called bug rot, which is
Yeah.
much like mummy rot. It is both a disease and a curse. It is supernatural in origin. You will need magic to get rid of it, and it'll slap you right in the con and the dex. And if it kills you, it's rare that a bog mummy will actually, like, come upon something and, like, beat it to death. But should that happen, the bodies of its victims melt into, like, almost like an ooze, just, like, really noisy, gross sludge. So much so that you can't be raised without a resurrection spell or greater magic. Raise dead won't do it. Reincarnate won't do it.
Oof.
And we did weaknesses, resistances, special abilities. We got one more. Oh, wait, there's one more special ability. Hold on. This one mostly pertains to smiles, I believe. I'm like 90% sure. You will need... Creatures of the animal type will not willingly approach a creature with an unnatural aura like this thing has, unless the animal's master can pass a DC 25 handle animal, ride, or wild empathy check. Smiles is actually probably actively, like, sniffing the air and whimpering and clearly uncomfortable by the presence of this thing.
He just needs a good scratching.
Don't we all?
Quick question before we go any further.
It's a Scooby snack.
Yes, he does. But do we, like, I'm just curious, before I make any plans or do any actions starting on my turn, do I know this information?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is like quickly shared among. Because I didn't make the chapter, like, I didn't go into this with the knowledge that I probably shouldn't have.
I mean, like,
yeah, but a knowledge nature.
Smiles is super uncomfortable, and Tuxie would be able to tell you that's why. Anyway, you got one more before it goes to you, Vinny. Any other questions, comments, concerns?
I had one, but I don't want to waste it, so...
Can we see if it has any weapons or anything on it? Does it look unarmed? Or do mummies have special mummification hooks?
No, mostly. It won't, like, come at you with a pick that's specially designed to go into your nose and withdraw your brain. Mostly it'll just slam into you.
Gotcha.
And on that, Vin, you're on.
Alrighty then. Knowing what this creature can do, then I'm going to look to Smiles and tell him to stay back. And then I'm going to look to that thing and... No, it's great. Haja! Entanglement, with the 30-foot radius centered on the creature.
Alrighty. 30-foot radius centered on the creature will...
Doesn't reach him.
Alright, cool. I'm just gonna...
Because he's 50 feet away.
do that. Alrighty. Do I have... I don't have, like, spell resistance or anything. No. Alrighty. We're gonna roll us a d20. And reflex save it is.
Yes. Oh.
It's a
his
quick
hands.
mummy.
More like the plants rise up and they try to, like, wrap around the mummy's legs, and the mummy just kind of, like... The plants kind of wither and die in its presence, shall we say.
Just gonna kind of like see that and go, well, that's not good. And I'm gonna move forward.
No, let it come to us.
That's the plan. I'm just trying to get out of the way of everyone else. I pass.
Alrighty. And so it goes to Tuxie.
All right. Tuxie will step forward by Vin. And I'm going to try and glitter dust the thing. Blind it.
Alrighty, sounds good to me. It's like quickly make a really
Make
horrible
it beautiful
doodle.
again.
Your DCs are so much better than mine. What am I doing wrong?
Like, crud, that entire area is... That's the area of glitter dust?
No, that's
entanglement.
Entanglement.
Oh, I was about to say.
Isn't it a 30-foot circle?
Oh,
Oh, it's a 40-foot radius. Well, from where the guy was originally, he was supposed. From where I measured it originally, he was like up here, and he was 50 feet away.
Mm.
You know, I'm not trying to be mean. That's
Then
what
just assume that it was pushed back then, no?
It'd be fine.
Okay,
We'll save.
that's being mean. I just didn't want to.
Dang.
Holy cow!
So indeed, the mummy is very glittery and pretty and beautiful.
Man, I really want to glitter dust someone, but it never works.
Could even get the
Keep
party with
trying.
it.
Keep trying.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right, Gregor. Let me get my
Okay,
calculator out.
I study targeted that thing
Okay.
and then attack it with my new longbow.
Alrighty. And I guess... Oh, I need to check your Slayer talent.
Study
A Slayer with his
target-
talent knows exactly how many... It has 77 hit points.
Okay,
Yikes.
I communicate to the group, guys, I learned a new skill in the last battle. I started to see the life essence of my enemies. And on the scale, I think that will work. This thing has a life essence of 77. Maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less.
Gregor becomes the Karen meme that's trying to do the math, and there's Fibonacci spirals everywhere and shit. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
No idea, but that's okay.
All right, hold on. I'm getting it while he's making his attack roll.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Ugh. That's not good.
Oh, it's not so good, no.
Yeah, that was my.
Alrighty, new guy.
God dang warbloods.
Classic.
Oh, good. Here we go.
Now this. Are there any sizable trees around?
Not really. The biggest ones are probably like 3-4 feet tall.
Damn. Yaotl comes running through the underbrush and he sees he's caught between this group of strangers and this monster. These guys are actually fighting this thing. I'll just take a defensive stance with my spear and just for the monster to come out of the entanglements. Unfortunately, I don't have any form of ranged attack against this thing.
Alrighty, so
I do have my longsword, so or not my longsword, long spear.
then we go to Elric.
I will spend my action browsing the spell pool and recalling a spell from it. That takes one round.
You kids and your 3.5 prestige classes. Alright, Ragnar. Can the man with the firearm hit this thing? Y'all did so well on initiative. Then when it came down to get down to business, it's just whiff, 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 whiff.
Okay. I need the firearm. I need to be within. It has a range of 30 feet, so I need to get closer. Hang on. Let's see how close I need.
Wait, if you get that close, you'll be in entangled range.
I'm pretty sure you're
And
musket.
fear range.
Yeah,
Or
and
whatever
drowning
that-
range.
Yeah, drowning, that's what it was.
I guess I should.
So
probably-
everybody's trying to shoot it from a distance.
Yes.
All right, hang on. Casting a spell on everybody. Stand by.
All right,
Okay.
casting a spell. I'm gonna go ahead and pass to Devin. Oh, I see. Got
There
it.
we go. Everybody's get a +2 to all ranged attacks.
Nice.
Does that include spells?
Probably
Yes.
not.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, I guess it would for
It says
like
ranged attacks. So not
like
weapons.
So,
scorching
yeah.
range shit.
Range
Yeah,
spell
scorching
attack.
range stuff. Exactly. Or range touch attacks work too. Like,
But not
anything
necessarily
that
like magic
makes you
missile.
roll a range. Yeah, exactly. Well, magic missile doesn't need a roll, so it wouldn't matter because you can't miss with magic missile.
In any case, Devin's up.
Devin sees how people are struggling, and he knows this is his time to shine, and he sparkles more than ever. The electricity glowers in his eyes, and he casts Eagle Splendor upon himself, becoming even more charismatic and awesome than he was before.
God damn it. All right, fair enough. Anything else from you?
Charm the mummy.
He actually rerolled into Bard. You didn't know. All right, so I can move all of 10 feet because I'm in difficult terrain. I'll go here. I will measure my distance to Yaotl. Whoop. I will draw another line, I guess. Boom. Okay, Yaotl, make a will save for me. As the creature comes moving through the swamp, you feel your lungs rapidly start to fill up with water, which is real weird for an Erupsia. It's amphibious.
Will save, you said?
Yeah, please.
I can
And I'm gonna need a
only
reflex
promise to
save.
try.
And that's good enough. Yes. I imagine Yaotl probably coughs up a little bit of like fetid water at this point, but you're able to hold it together. Can I make that
I'll try
reflex save
to.
again? And then I gotta. Well, he can double move. He's gonna double move. I forget that he has a brain. Creatures make their save. Can do. Must save me. Those that fail and their movement gain the entangled addition there. So roll it again. Do I get stuck?
I thought they removed their brain in the mummification process.
Vin's on.
Now, I'm not sure how many know this reference, but this is starting to remind me of the SCP-96.
Oh God.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no. That's
Long
not a
root
good thing to
version
bring.
of
To
that
bring.
monster.
A long,
Oh,
long
yeah.
time ago, Joe had us fight in one of his home games back in the day, all the SCPs, and we didn't know what the hell they were, and we were being chased
Awesome.
by a strange baby, and we didn't understand it at all. Anyway, Vin, you're on.
All I can say to the one about you being chased by the strange baby is, did you live?
Yes, there was a paladin, and the paladin just sat backwards in the saddle.
I was about to a degree then, the sheer fact that you lived makes it that it wasn't an accurate recreation of a fight with that SCP, but, you know.
We didn't fight, we just made sure we could see it constantly. Anyway, what you got for me?
Sure. Danky keeps passing my safety ski, so that's not good. I'm seeing that he's crawling this way towards us. Smiles is going to continue to stand back, as I've told him to, because I can sense that this thing's not good. And the only advantage we have is the fact that we're not like directly in melee with him at the moment. How far does the javelin go?
30 feet.
Yikes. Don't want to get that close.
Why did I not take javelins?
Screw it. I'm gonna... Yep, so let me see. Medium cylinder, 40-foot radius, 20-foot high. So like a distance away, essentially like a 40-foot radius. So if I put it here... Yeah. So from where I once again had the center of the entanglement, I'm going to, like, seeing the creature get closer, I'm going to raise up my foot and just, like, kind of, like, grab my, my club, whatnot, raise it up, and then just bring it down, slamming it on the ground, and the earth cracks and shakes and suddenly erupts as I cast Stone Call on
Good old
the
Stone Call.
creature.
Alrighty, sounds good. Give me that 2d6.
I did, it's 7.
Oh, I see it, fair enough. Alrighty.
My character sheets are well created.
Guys, now the
Spells in
life
there
sense
already.
to 70.
75 actually, because Stone Call does bludgeoning damage, so I absorb 5
right,
of it.
yeah.
Okay,
Damn it.
75, sorry.
Rocks
Like
fall,
in the
mummy
scouts.
survives.
Damn it!
But it's no save. Anyway,
Still.
anything else from you?
Is this difficult terrain for... no, because he's in the entanglement, right?
Yeah, you guys are fine.
Okay, I'm gonna move closer to here.
Alrighty.
And while I'm moving, can I draw a javelin?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I will say
Alrighty.
it again, not the best idea, stay back.
And Emmy, you're up.
Did you add your bonus to that roll?
He didn't make a ranged attack.
There's no attack roll.
All right.
It's just a spell. It's like, for whatever reason, like one of the few spells that the druid has at low levels that deal damage directly. And for whatever reason, there's no save involved to it either, which is really crazy.
It's real nice.
Yeah. It makes everything difficult terrain, too.
All right.
But- It's the big boy of entanglement.
Tuxie will step forward just a little bit, and she's going to inspire some courage. So everyone gets a +1 morale bonus, which does not conflict with Devin's bonus.
But it won't stack with Blessed Aim, unfortunately.
It won't?
Right.
Morale?
Blessed
versus
Aim is also a
competence?
morale.
And morale.
Oh, yeah.
Well, can we get the attack bonus?
Oh, yes.
Attack
Sorry,
bonus?
you're right. It stacks. It super stacks. We're good.
Yeah, morale doesn't like add itself.
In any
Morale
case,
isn't weird like
Gregor, you're on.
Is this brown scaly stranger also being included within that effect, or no?
I'd say
taking
yes,
this one,
because Tuxie is assuming that he is under attack, so we're trying to save him.
I mean, you see an Uruxi come like sprinting through the swamp, stops when he sees you, turns and like points his spear in the direction of the thing that's coming after you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this
And
is also
he's
kind
living.
of the exactly. It's like the living word is the non-living, so it's kind
Have
of
you
like
learned nothing
all
from Jon
people
Snow?
not dead.
There's only white meat and dark meat, us and the dead.
Pretty much. Now I'm
Quote.
hungry.
Very
Rick Grimes.
morbid, but very realistic way of looking at this.
Indeed. All right, Gregor.
That should hit, right?
Oh, hey, you got it. 19 does connect, yeah.
Okay, and 7 damage.
Alrighty. Does that
Reduced
include?
to
No, we're
2
not quite
damage.
close enough. So yeah, the arrow like lodges in the eye socket of the mummy. As it hits, the force probably snaps it a little bit. The mummy recoils back a little bit, but otherwise doesn't seem to be super affected.
Now its life essence sank to 68, guys.
Actually, its life essence sank to. It took
2 damage. Right?
2 from both, so it's taken 4 damage total.
Oh, piercing
73.
and bludgeoning.
Mhm. That's got
It has general, I think.
Big
Probably,
DR.
Like,
all right, new guy.
probably does it. Did
Okay,
any of the
I'm
questions
wrong
reveal
again.
if there's like a specific thing that overcomes that damage reduction?
No, like I said, it's
Okay.
Is it possible to hold an action, do a full round attack?
no, only a standard action, unfortunately.
Okay.
Oh, a quick
And
question.
You could hold turn though.
Of area, right?
Hang on, I'm hearing like 4 people go at once. Sven, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, I have a question about the full round full attack action.
Uh-huh.
If I take it without having more than one attack, does it add something to my attack, or is it just
It does
you
not.
attack one?
You
Okay.
stack once. Okay, so you can. What Yaotl could do is Yaotl could delay and put their turn after something else happened, or you could ready a standard action.
Okay. This counts as difficult terrain at the moment, correct?
And you'd be moving through an entangle.
Okay. I'm gonna hold my action then to wait for this thing to come crawling out.
Alrighty, then it goes to Elric.
All right. From the spell pool, I draw local tremor, and I will not use it for now. I will be able to make use of that spell in the next minute, so that's long enough now, and we'll probably start with another spell. Or do I? Let me see.
Well, Robin is thinking it's 8 damage to the mummy because
Yeah, I took that.
the
I got
Tutsi-
it.
Okay.
I saw
I
it go and I'm
forward.
like, ah, shit. Actually, you did. Blessed aim happened. There's 2 more. There we go. Okay, I'm so good at this.
And it's just a bonus to attack rolls. Does it take
Yeah,
damage?
it's only to the
Oh, right.
get
Great.
the hit.
That's why I was mentioning that there would be kind of a stacking between my courage blessed aim because it's courage, so it gets more bonus to damage.
Okay. So what does Elric do?
Goal of 30 minutes, and now I can write a strategy guide on it.
Let me see. I think for now I will move closer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How close am I? Where's the freaking? There's those. Okay. I guess I can do that, right? That's far enough. It's not far enough. God damn it. Well, I guess I will do a Bulwark of Reality for now.
Okay, sounds good. And Chewie.
Alrighty, let's see here. I want to move close.
It is one hell of a spell, Bulwark of Reality.
Alrighty, let's
Yeah.
see here.
It's pretty awesome. I also love
Tom.
the description of it. Super flavorful.
I want to do another move just to get close, so if I can be at least somewhat in shooting distance, I think I can make the set.
Okay, sounds good. So you double move, and it goes to Devin.
Okie doke. So now that I am fully charged, electricity flowing through my veins, and I'm close enough, I'm going to do the barbed chain.
Alrighty.
Well, that didn't work. Son of a fuck. My thing. Now I feel like an asshole because I was just like
Because you just
talking
texted
shit
me.
in my head. I was just talking mad shit to everybody. Like, damn, everything seems like it's taking a long time. And I'm
What happened?
being that jackass. My macro didn't work.
I heard you be talking mad shit over there. It'd be a real shame if your spells didn't work.
Yeah.
Talking mad shit for somebody
There we
in
go.
mummification range.
Okay. So plus the 2 does a 16 hit.
16 does not hit.
All right. Good thing I got 2 fucking chains.
Ah, cool.
There
22
we
is
go.
much better. And the chains
That's
deal.
a 7 damage.
Alrighty,
I
sounds
think
good.
so. And they have to make a damn whatchamacallit check.
Okay.
Will save or be shaken for 1 round.
Gotta make that will save. Alrighty, so
Oof.
Wow.
Oh, maybe I've never used meta magic feats before. So do I have to declare them before
You
or is
do.
it after?
You
Okay,
do.
so I'll do it next time. Okay.
Not to mention the fact that I'm pretty certain if you're a spontaneous spellcaster, in order to cast a meta magic, you need to use a full round for a standard action. Essentially, like increases it the step by 1.
Gotcha.
So goes to
Yeah.
the
Are not
mummy.
live for spontaneous casters.
10,
Yeah,
20.
there's a
5,
feat that you can pick
10.
up that makes it so that there's no delay. So if it's a
see,
standard action, it stays a
I'm
standard
going-
action.
I'm just going off of what I remember from the one time
Whoa.
I shortly played
Oh.
a sorcerer.
Yeah, I know. That is how it works, but there is a feat that he could pick up since we have access to 3.5.
Indeed. Okay, so we double move out. You need
Did
everyone
he
except
move
for.
my threat range.
He did not.
I have my long spear.
He went this way. He went like.
Which is a... Which way did he go?
He was 15 feet out when he passed through you, and it's unfortunately it is a will save, not a fortitude save. And
Everyone?
God dang it! It's my best save, but I roll poorly.
Indeed.
So
I
yes,
have to
he'll
save-
have to roll again.
All right, so Yatil's fine. Yatil's good for, I imagine, 24 hours. Yeah. So then, pending any kind of rerolls or hero points or things, Elric and Tuxie both fail.
Oh no.
Devin is
Fine.
unfortunately out of range. Gotta be.
Oh, that's
Unfortunately,
awesome. That's great because I would have failed that shit.
Guess you would
Good
have.
for me.
Lucky
Do
Devon.
I have to make a...
And
Safe?
Gregor is just out of range.
Okay.
Just need a...
Guys, like I said, stay back. Does it come to us?
It did. It came to you. It did. So,
Yeah, but they moved.
do the wizard and the bard want to use hero points to reroll?
Still early in the session, but
I can also use my my divination with it thingy.
Okay. Also that.
Oops. Well, didn't want to click on that, but yeah.
I'll use a hero point. Yeah,
Okay. All right.
much better.
So Tuxie's good. Elric uses his hero point.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because fortunately, prescience without being declared could
Yeah.
be used. All right,
Yeah,
so
I
the
think
bardic
so.
performance is maintained. Neither of you start drowning. Everything's great. Vin, you're on. Unless, I guess, before it goes to Vin, if Yaotl wants to go.
Who wants to go? What?
Wait, is it my turn?
You were delaying.
So yeah, it would be your turn. then.
Well, would I have been able to make a 5-foot step to attack?
Not in the middle of his turn, but you could take your turn now if you wanted to.
Oh. I guess I'll just do the 5-foot step within range.
Okay, works for me.
Is there anything else like extra? Because like I was delaying to attack him.
Yeah, you're delaying, so now it is your turn, and you take a 5-foot step, so you can attack.
Okay. And it's just a single attack, correct?
No, you could do a full attack action. You get your whole turn.
Oh, that changes things. I guess I'll attempt a flurry attack against this creature.
Yeah, alrighty.
Oh,
Well,
damn.
that does indeed change things. Why, yes, it confirms. The 10 doesn't hit, unfortunately.
I'll spend one more attack. I'd like to spend a key point to try and make one more attack.
Sure.
I just saw the thing eat my kin. Kill, eat.
And become
Friends are dead now because of this thing.
Yeah.
Are you a Sohi? Or Sohe? Or what is it called?
He
Or
is. I'm letting him use a spear. He just use a long spear as a monk weapon for flavor. Given that there are better reach weapons that he could be flurrying with, like Kusarigamas for tripping, or there was another one I saw earlier today, or could have just rolled up with another full caster, giving somebody the ability to have a worse reach weapon to flurry with. Doesn't seem that game breaking to me.
No, I was
Yeah,
just
I-
curious because that's cool. That's like take notes. Might do that myself later. Sort of cool.
I didn't
Oh.
expect to see a Sinetscon on his character sheet.
Is that +1 from Tuxie doubled in the crit confirm?
Ah, shit. I gotta put the bonuses. Good. So good. Hooray. Okay, there we go.
It did include the bonuses, yeah.
Yes. Okay, so then you run up, you do a stab, and now it's on Vin.
Okay.
Well said, friend.
Yes, indeed. Well, I imagine I can feel the magic.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Forgot to add that long spears, they do triple damage on crits, no?
They do.
They do, and you have that as the times 2.
I guess just add the 10 from the damage that would have gone through on the other attack.
I'm gonna roll a d8. Go ahead and go, Ross.
Okay. That's good. But then that also means you need to triple all the other bonuses.
I got it.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
How much HP?
On your turn.
Now Sven has a reason to talk more. I can be bothering the GM all the time. How much HP does that have? See, it was a perfect ability to give Sven, so he talks more.
Can I? So we've heard all this about it. Can I roll a knowledge nature to know of how long staying in its presence, how dangerous that's going to be? Or, okay,
once you pass, you're good for 24 hours.
Okay. Well then, I'm seeing that it's approaching me, I'm gonna put the javelin away, grab my club and shillelagh it.
All right. Would you like to cast defensively?
I'm gonna take a 5-foot step this way and cast shillelagh.
Okay, sure.
That also works.
And goes to Tuxie.
All right. This thing doesn't look like it's... But it's still being melee, considering it's not within 10 feet of anybody?
It
Within 5
is
feet?
not. It doesn't threaten anyone.
All right,
Here is the thing
Tuxie
that's
will... 5 foot here. And... We will shoot at it with her short bow.
Alrighty. Not quite good enough, unfortunately. The arrow connects with like.
That does not include the +2 from the.
I put blessed aim in on my end. It's still not quite good enough.
Gotcha.
Arrow connects with the mummy's shoulder. It kind of staggers back a little, but otherwise doesn't seem affected. And if you're all done,
Gotcha.
Gregor.
So, how much HP?
Hang on a sec. I gotta. Has 37 remaining.
Okay. Yeah, I communicate that to the group and drop my bow. That's a free action, right?
Yep.
Okay. Call out to Devon. Yeah, Devon, please look after my bow. I will go and support our teammates. If I want to charge, that's a full round action. Can I charge in a straight line, or is Eric hindering me?
You straight line means this. Or like this. You don't have a straight line to the mummy, unfortunately.
That's not straight?
Right. It like the squares have to be in a line. Or like
That's diagonal.
This would
Diagonal
work.
games, yeah. So square to square, not catty corner.
yeah.
Can't charge diagonally?
I mean you
That's
can,
dumb.
but you
That
can't
sounds
like
weird.
that skips a square.
Well, I mean, there's technically people in the way, though, so you need to have a clear path to charge.
Oh yeah, that's here.
Yeah.
Okay,
Some
that's
kind
a
of a
problem
new
too.
way.
Okay. Yeah, Ragnar too. Yeah, then I just do a dash and move up and draw my weapon.
Alrighty, give me a will save.
Don't drown.
Everybody else is like frantically coughing up really gross smelling water, and you're good. Congratulations. Alrighty,
Thank
Elric.
you. Thank you very much.
All right.
I took what we refer to
I
as a
will.
calculated risk.
I will step over. God damn it. And in a somewhat weird looking thing, it's Elric pretends to be like one of those extremely strong barbarians and does us a strong step on the ground, and the ground starts tremoring, and you see like a line of tremor move towards the mummy. It needs to make a reflex save or be tripped.
Alrighty, can you
And that
link the
can-
spell for me?
Yes.
I guess while Robin is linking the spell, to explain it again to Sven, you can
linked,
charge like this,
it in private.
or you can charge like this. But just because this will always generate a straight line.
Oh, okay.
Computer's about to crap its pants.
Basically, in a line, I release a tectonic force, and for the duration of the spell, I can, up to the number of caster levels I have, use the spell over and over to try and trip this guy. He needs to make a reflex save, and it's a second level spell, so
Ooh,
that
shiny.
means it's DC 17.
Alrighty. I think that's my worst save.
So he needs to make a DC 17 reflex save or be tripped. The only problem of the spell is that I need to keep moving because I can hit allies with that. Everyone who's in the line in front of me will get tripped by that.
Just kind of a boom.
So yeah.
And the mummy goes
I
down.
make the mummy fall.
Alrighty.
Do we know that?
I mean, yeah, you see Elric stomp
You
the ground
don't,
and the ground
because
starts
I
shaking.
just drew the spell from the void, kind of.
Make a spellcraft check.
I mean, you would see him like chanting and casting and doing finger motions in the glow.
Yeah.
You see him spelling it, yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Also,
Yeah,
you
you get
see Eric like dramatically raise his leg and then slam it on the ground, and you see like a line of tremor go along the ground, and the mummy starts like swaying and then falls flat on its ass.
And also, if you want to know if you've
So
been
you
caught in
can,
the line, you
that's
need
like
to make
a
a spellcraft
visual
check.
where like you can see like a tremoring line on the ground.
Just making sure because I was.
But again,
again,
for the
Does
third
Mummy
time,
still
I'm
have
oh
an
god,
ass,
I'm
or
not
is it
coming
just
through.
rotted away?
I get it now. Oops.
Bones,
God.
I
Questions for
think.
later.
Yes.
Depends on how well preserved it is.
But yeah, that's it for me because I moved and then I used an action to do a tremor.
Tommy
My
rage quit.
computer divided by 0, and I've been shouting, "You need to make a spellcraft check to know that." Make a spellcraft check if you want to know what the spell does. Damn it!
You
I
can
look-
also always ask, "What the heck was that?" And Eric would answer you.
I have that trained, so I guess that's just a 10.
Yeah,
She's gonna try and look smart.
Ragnar, you're
doesn't.
on.
Imagine she's good at looking. Doesn't get the whole.
Guys,
Actually,
maybe
no,
you want to kill the thing first before you try to talk spell?
Yes, my apologies.
Please.
Sorry.
Okay,
Tuxi
Devin,
can
you're on.
tell.
I'm
It
gonna
looks
shoot
mighty
it.
impressive.
I guess I need to say it again. Let's not all talk over each other because I can't really understand anyone.
Sorry.
And Devin, you're on.
Okie doke.
I think
I
I
see
missed.
that I'm further enough away. Wait, did we miss you?
Yeah, he missed. I just passed it.
Oh, okay. So I'm further enough away that I need to do things. So I'm going to go full round so I can use my new meta magic stuff. It'll make him basically 5e roll with disadvantage. If he passes it, he rolls again. So let's go barb chains again, but long time meta magic barb chains.
Okay, sounds good.
Working like a charm.
Hashtag
Damn it, didn't
barb
what the fuck? I hate my life.
That's the spirit.
Yeah. Also, don't
Okay.
worry. If it's now a 4-round action, it won't happen right now.
That one work?
Yep, that works. He takes, no damage, but it hits.
Cool. And then we'll save.
Is there a second chain still?
Yeah, but I was figuring if we go with that, we'll say okay, and then he has to go. He passes that one, so he goes again with disadvantage. Damn it! Fuck that guy.
Plus 11, that's...
Yeah. It's probably because that's a will save, so it's probably like something that undeads are usually immune to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they have like a Tommy gives him like a +4, +7 or some shit.
+4
Exactly.
racial. So he's
Yeah,
swinging it
+4 racial.
normally.
I mean, I'm not disappointed.
Normally a 7. He
What's
could be
weird is
immune.
my test macro is working because I've been clicking that and it works, but when I click the regular one, it doesn't. But anyway, it's 21 hit.
It does.
Okay, so 1 damage.
Alrighty.
I'm helping.
You're helping.
Yeah,
And-
that gets Tuxi's bonus.
Oh yeah, so 2 damage.
And it passes to the mummy. The mummy stands up. It provokes from Gregor and from Yaotl as well.
Can I do 2 weapon fighting on an attack of opportunity?
Just one.
I cast Masterwork Bastard Sword.
You do too.
Nice.
I'm not sure what
I thought it was a.
it would sound like
oh,
if
no,
a bull alligator were to shout, but that's the kind of noise that Aruxi is making, like "Rah!"
Damn.
And the Rooksy had a firearm go off for the first time ever, probably.
Not gonna lie. Probably freak out from that.
You just see a dwarf holding a warhammer, but it made a loud noise, and he pointed the warhammer at the mummy.
Yeah, he pointed the wrong part of the warhammer at it too. It's like, why is he holding a warhammer like that? And just like, boom!
Guess I'm surprised, but I don't jump out of my own skin.
And a
Did that really?
13 does not hit Gregor. It passes to Yaotl.
Do I have to reflex too?
We're out of the untangle and all that.
Snarling and roaring. Yaotl attempts another flurry attack.
Ooh, nice.
Oh wow.
Your flurry is really good.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. Very nice.
What are you
Looking after
attacking to
that.
get a 19?
Getting decent rolls today. Yay.
Hey. Guys, the life essence is 0.
Does anyone see the Primal cartoon? Chance?
Yeah.
Just imagine that like Yaotl is fighting like Spear is, just flashing and like just moving like that as he's trying to kill that thing. Oh, is it dead?
Yeah, like I said, I think Tommy hates us.
The life sense isn't 0. The life sense is -4. But if you want to flavor it. Did I cut out again? I did not.
Nope, you're
No.
loud
I
and
can
clear.
hear you.
Cool. So if Nick would like to flavor it.
So roaring and snapping in frustration, plunges his spear multiple times into the creature's body until it finally falls.
As it does so, its body kind of
Uruxi's
like
just
congeals
there.
into this gross, like, not, what do I want to call it? Again, not like it turned into an ooze, but kind of like it just melted into like swamp mud. The smell is terrible, but everyone stops coughing up water. And really quickly, I'm going to run to the potty. I will be right back. Okay. And the floor is y'all's. There is a gigantic Uruxi boy stabbing things.
I guess I can make introductions. That's been the thing that I do. And I want to.
But there's one other thing I want to ask, Tommy. Am I assuming that this creature has been chasing Yaotl for a long while, or I'm relatively close to where I were ambushed?
More like it hasn't been chasing you for a while, but this part of the world is like unnaturally dangerous.
So it would be
You've probably been running from it for like 5 minutes at most.
Full on sprinting through the woods.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, he's just going to be leaning on his spear, I guess, panting from... This guy's had it rough.
You deserve a drink
Strange little
after
copper
that.
child is approaching him.
Whoa, you're good with that thing.
Does it speak common?
Don't be rude.
Getting a little too familiar here.
Okay, then I guess allow me to.
As people step forward. Oh, okay, my bad.
Okay. So I give him what has become the standard line of the bullshit of "We are traveling entertainers. This is local boy, but I'm also Devin. These are my disciples."
Guys,
so
you're gonna wanna back up by say kind of pointing to the massive vines and rocks and debris and whatnot.
They're not. I ended the spell when combat ended.
Oh, you ended it early?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I assume that you would do that.
I don't think I can do that, but
you can.
if
It's
I could,
you can drop a spell anyway.
It's either a standard or a full round.
Dismiss it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I wasn't certain if I could do that with that type of spell.
Oh my gosh.
So yes, this is my lovely assistant, Penny. She's here to help me out to make sure that we save the day, like we did. You did a fantastic job. Thank you for not getting yourself killed. Who knows what would have happened if we weren't here? And you are my slimy-looking crocodile.
I step up and say,
If he was going to take a step back from you guys and He's still a bit of on the offensive, and being surrounded by a couple of heavily armed warmbloods that just took out that monster for him, sure, but
Tooksy, go talk to him. Do you
Thanks.
both have scales and tongues?
What creature our new friend here is?
Yes, but again, stop interrupting, folks, please. I'll get to that in a sec. First things, Yaotl, make a sense motive.
Sorry.
macro will work. Just a moment.
So as far as Yaotl knows, in fact, they are the standard bullshit line of the campaign is one you believe. They are a traveling group of entertainers, and they've happened to stumble upon you and save the day, and this is points at the druid, this is Local Boy, and this is Penny, and so on and so forth.
I step up, sheath my weapon, and say, don't don't trust what my friend Devin was saying. I'm Gregor Eisenhorn from the Esoteric Order.
Paladin Eye.
Paladin Eye.
Why are you blowing our cover?
What are you
That's a
doing
good
in
question.
the swamp? And do you maybe know someone with the name Mazdamundi?
More time?
Just a total Warhammer joke.
Sorry, you cut out a
But,
sec there.
Yeah, the last thing was if you know someone with the name Mazdamundi.
So,
More Warhammer jokes.
Yes,
Yeah.
the lizard caster, Slan mage.
I shake. Yaotl shakes his head. No.
And Ross, what was your question?
Do you recognize what creature he is, and do
Yeah,
I have an idea?
Yeah,
where he
you
comes
don't
from?
you don't need to roll knowledge checks to know what an Uruxi is.
Have I seen any Pastor Timberfall before?
Yeah. Not like they're not super common. They tend to keep themselves in like more insular communities farther out. But time to time they'll come through trade.
All right. At this, I'll kind of like push through the group a bit, and I say, "Old friend, you're an Uruxi, right? One of the tribes. I've seen your people around here before, but it's not common. I see one of you or your kin traveling through this area. My name is Finsol. You are?
Food.
I reach into a pouch. I reach into a pouch and pull out some jerky.
Do you want drink too? I have alcohol.
Yaotl sort of stumbles, kind of slowly walks over to one of the stumps that are laying down, sits down, and graciously accepts the jerky to eat. Yaotl.
I hand you alcohol. You
Sniff at the alcohol, and I guess Yaotl tries taking a sip of it. He's like,
There's
kind
that.
of hands it back.
It's that fermented grain juice once again.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I drink it like a fish, they say.
That he does. It affects his aim.
Yeah.
How about we all back up for a moment and give Yaotl, or you haven't said your name yet, sorry. Give our new friend here a moment to breathe.
Aim. Yaotl.
Yaotl. Well met. I'm Vinsol Jimerson, but you may call me Vin. Vin, yeah.
What the rest of you? Kind of eyes kind of drift across the rest of the.
Oh, I already gave you the rundown of the introductions of
I
everybody.
Devon, I think he was a bit winded and not really able to properly understand.
Yeah.
That's
I-
I
mission.
stand up straight.
I
I
understand.
I am
Well-
Ragnar Greystone.
Well, with the customs of a noble, I introduce myself as I'm Elric von Almar.
Okay. Igor.
Uh,
Please again, you were really quiet.
Why do you have this small sparkly child in your company?
Penny's my good
I'm
luck
a
charm.
child. Devin,
That's all. Our friend Penny here is not an Uruxi, she is a kobold. I'm not certain how your races are related. You are
I'm
lizard kind, but not the same kind.
I have to imagine kobold and Uruxi are related, like chimpanzee and lowland gorilla.
That's
Like
what I
there might have
imagined.
been a common ancestor a really long time ago, but
Kobolds
the
probably lead a
kobolds-
bit more towards the draconic bloodline.
Yeah, I was about to say the kobolds probably claim their ancestry is that of a dragon, but they probably might have a common ancestor with. That's interesting, but something that's not really
Yeah.
been explained.
A dragon and a lizard got really drunk on dwarven ale one night, and
Oh, boy.
thus they were.
that's
There's,
how.
there's also the even more confusing part, because in this world there actually are things that create new races. So sometimes it's not like, oh yeah, you have like a common ancestry, but it's like, oh yeah, that race was created by some crazy wizard, and that one over there was created by gods. And,
More or less.
yeah.
A lot
See,
of the monsters are just like a wizard got blasted one night. It was just like, hey, what if we use magic to combine these two animals?
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
Everything.
There are a lot of those out there.
Right.
So, new guy, what brings you here? You're being chased. Where are you from? Where are you headed to?
I'm Orthok. Been swamps. Came with kin. Outside. Things marching across the lands beyond the swamps.
Ooh.
Now. Thing killed my comrades.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Why are you here? Why are you warmbloods here?
To kill the undead things.
To eradicate them from this land.
This is also not too far from my hometown as well.
This Palatine you speak of. Is this your clan?
No, that's a different order. Have you ever heard of Timberfall?
Atil shakes his head.
It's a
Oh.
outpost, a human mostly outpost. A few more. I guess at this point it's a days or hours. I'll say however long away.
It's probably
you've
still a
seen-
couple days. You guys are
Yeah,
a couple hours march out from the trading post.
that's fair. I've seen your kin come through our town before, but I guess I've seen your kind come through our town before, but I guess none of your tribe in particular had come through.
Tribe I come from does not interact with outside often. Very few ever allowed an Orthok.
Well, then, boy, are you in for a treat if you haven't been able to hang out with outsiders more often, because we are the best outsiders, and you're gonna have a grand old time. You should hang out with us. You're pretty good with that pointy stick. We can use that to, stab the deady things, make them dead again, and then we'll be all right. Want to come with us?
Yaotl is
answer.
just staring blankly at. Who is that speaking?
Devon.
Devon, just like.
Yaotl, I hate
Instead-
to be rude. Sorry.
This Timberfall. Now?
Did you say that
Yes,
again?
we are heading there now. I think that was what he was asking.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they dragged me along
And
too.
Yaotl takes a spear and points back in the direction he was running. Tend to comrades first.
Do you need help with
May I
that?
come with?
You are more than welcome to come with us. Do you need any help tending to your comrades?
Yeah, I feel it's probably a good idea to take care of the corpses.
Teal just kind
Even
of
corpses lying around is not a good idea with necromancers prancing around the land.
Teal kind of
We should do something with this mummy.
shrugs. I'm not sure how that. I guess it would just look like normal shrugging, but with how thick his frickin' neck is, just kind of like
It's Dolph Lundgren shrugging.
like snorts in like a nonchalant sort of whatever way and starts. Friends are dead. Are they all dead?
So far as you know. It got really, really hairy really fast. Oh, if you have knowledge religion, you could roll it.
Could I roll a field check to see if any of them are still breathing or alive?
Nope, this is just Nick right now.
Okay, sorry.
Before we get there.
Why did I not take knowledge religion?
Yeah, monk. It's like one of your 2 knowledge skills.
But
If you don't have it, then never mind. So is the plan then to lead everybody back to the bodies?
Yeah, we need to take care of the bodies, I think, because, well, on necromancers, you don't want to leave bodies around for them to raise.
Yeah, makes sense.
Let's
that how
also
it
loot the
works?
mummy and destroy the corpse.
I mean, like I said, the mummy is
Ew.
a pile of gelatinous grossness on the ground right now.
Sorry.
You could probably scoop it
I
up
went
and
into
put
the
it in a
bathroom during
bottle.
that.
Ow. You could probably scoop it up, put it in a bottle, sell it on the black
One hell
market.
of a stink bomb.
Yeah.
Oh God, I know what I'm gonna do for an alchemist next time.
Throw mummy poop at people. It's not horrible. Okay, so you guys, Yaotl leads you back to the rest of his contingent. The bodies are just kind of, I guess, let me get a heal check from anybody who's got it.
I don't... Oh, wait, I have wrong rank in heal. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
I didn't expect
Would
to see that from
executioner
Gregor.
work?
You just...
Yay, net 1.
So Elric's like, oh, that's bad. That's real bad. Oh, Lord. Gregor and Vin are both. You go over, you take a look. Yeah, Ragnar's mostly good.
Yeah, I find like one who has like a weirdly twisted neck. It's like obviously broken his neck. It's like, that doesn't look good.
But most of them, they appear as if, like, most of the damage on the corpses seems to have happened after they died. Most of the ambush is kind of like, no, bad things, run, as far as Yaotl remembers. It looks like something carnivorous, after killing all these Uruxi, stopped and, like, feasted on the bodies. The bite marks are pretty consistent with that of a wolf or, like, some other large canine, except for the fact that almost like a horse or a crocodile, the shape of the bites is very, very, I guess I'll just draw it on the board real quick because I'm not sure what I'm trying to explain. Kind of like this. Whereas something else would be like that.
So it's like elongated.
Yeah, you got it.
And those
German to
scavengers
go, yeah.
wasted no time in taking advantage of that.
Can I roll a knowledge nature to see if I know of any scavengers that, like, any creatures that have that sort of bite pattern?
Religion would be a little bit... Yeah, nature's fine too. Nature or religion.
Yeah. No.
We actually do have nature.
Yeah, neato.
I got religion. Kind of.
I got religion.
Okay, so yeah, both of you and all 3 of you, a lot of people know. The bite marks are consistent with the bite marks of a creature known as a Vukodlak. They are not quite a wolf, not quite a horse. They are They are undead that spawn from the malignant spirits of things like wargs, werewolves, things of that nature. Oftentimes the stories will go that a Vukodlak will spawn from like a werewolf who, like, in desperation feeds on undead flesh, or like things sort of that nature. And much like a vampire, a Vukodlak shares like a very insatiable thirst for blood, which is probably why these bodies have been just like savaged by them. They were sat upon and then nommed upon. They're about as big as like a particularly large pony, shall we say. They're like 8 feet long, 6 feet at the shoulder. Typically speaking, they walk on all fours, and like from a distance, you might mistake them for like a horse or a wolf, something. They're real. Like, we were just talking about a wizard got blasted one night, and what would happen if I put a wolf and a horse together, but it's a zombie? The Kodlak. Stories will go. There's actually a lot of flavor text from these guys that come out of like Slavic mythology, IIRC, but oftentimes necromancers will create. I'll put the name in real quick.
Well, I'm gonna start gathering what's left of them to burn.
Got it.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Corpses that are people that are killed are corpses that are fed upon by a Vukodlak. Do they rise or anything as undead?
No, they do not. These guys, generally speaking, they don't leave enough body to bring anything back. It's almost a little surprising that there's anything of Yaotl's folk left. Like, these guys get so voracious in the feeding that if the necromancer was controlling Vukodlaks and then the Vukodlaks stop to feed, sometimes that'll be enough to break like command undeads. Other than that, they're basically just the sight of one of them, or like their glower at you, can paralyze the living with fear. Other than that, you're just basically big angry wolves.
I help you. How do I say your name? Yaotl out of game. How do I pronounce that?
I thought it'd be.
I've been
Ross
trying to
that
figure
screws
out
up
ways
those.
to pronounce it, but Yaotl sounds, I think, is.
Yeah, that's probably all right.
Yaotl. Got it. I help Yaotl get the bodies ready to burn, and I tell you that I'm glad that your companions, there's enough of them to give them a funeral pyre burial, but it's bad that there are bodies here. The creatures that were eating on them, this is a rare. Something else scared them off or controlled them to stop feeding on them.
Oh. Not safe here then.
We should light
Should
them
go.
on fire and leave.
Oh, well, that's what Yaotl was gathering the corpses to do, regardless.
Yeah, just stack them up, burn them, pull a tooth from each one.
Yeah.
Yaotl starts fashioning like a Makahidal for his next weapon, made of just the teeth of the ancestors.
I can't flurry that.
You
It's a
cannot.
great idea, though. But, just for something maybe a bit more sentimental, less practical.
Sure.
Otherwise, I'm guessing Yaotl has finished his handiwork.
A necklace of teeth.
I mean, like, I'm done with tending to the bodies.
Got it.
So we headed to. So the bodies are on fire. We headed back to Timberfall.
I've nowhere else to go now.
Awesome. You can hang out with us, and you can learn the trade. While we're walking back, I asked what's his name why the fuck he blew our coat.
Just
I'm
be, hey,
sorry, I
Gregor,
keep
what the
forgetting
fuck?
Your name.
There are a lot of us.
Yaotl?
Gregor.
No, Gregor.
Gregor.
Gregor is mercenary. who is not at the table right now, I don't think.
Okay.
They'll have to wait.
We'll shout at him as soon as we get back to Timberfall.
Well,
Also,
Tuxie will hang back with Yaotl and sort of give him a rundown of who all the party members are and who has animal companions that are warm and good for heating up cold-blooded creatures. So,
Well, Ulrich is quite interested in the lizard people too, so he will try talking with the lizard man too. Though since he has a really poor charisma, he talks about like his interests and stuff that he knows. Is like, is it true that your people eat the corpses of your friends? Which is something that he has read in books about the lizard people.
You not?
No. We wouldn't eat friends. We wouldn't even eat enemies, for that matter. It's kind of a taboo in our culture.
Sounds impractical.
You could say that.
Oh well. Of course, doubt very good to feed off of them anyway, since whatever it was that ate them probably would have, corrupted their flesh to begin with.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat
Hunt those
anything.
things.
Yeah, you could say our clan's goal is to eradicate these unnatural beings.
Or clan
Because if you
Palatine.
the Order of the Palatine Eye. It's a clan that was it's basically people from different clans came together to form a clan specifically for defeating these unnatural undead creatures.
This
it's
is
like
good.
MetaClan.
Yeah, meta clan.
that's not wrong.
A super clan.
A super clan. Mega clan.
Yep.
Well, I think Gregor is back if Devin would like to shout at Gregor now.
Yeah, Gregor, what the fuck? Why blow our cover? He believed me. He was going with the whole thing. I've told you this.
I didn't know you have such a cover. Second, it's not my cover. I'm not shy about that I'm a member of the order.
Why are we undercover again anyway? I forget.
It is because
Well-
we are not Psy. It is because our enemies, the necromancers, will not find out the truth of why we're here and target us. They'll see us as just a traveling circus and not pay us no mind.
Yeah.
And it seems the ship has sailed on that front.
Yeah, kind of. Well, because the what was it? The Scarlet Hand. They worked with the necromancers, and they found out. So the necromancers know too. Therefore, our cover is irrelevant at this point.
And the order the
God damn it, we're
Palatine
burned. We're burned.
Eye is a secret
No,
order
that
as
was
well.
just you.
But
Then
yeah,
you gotta call
normally
them
our order is
very
a secret one, so we shouldn't talk about a secret order. But by now that the cover is blown, there's no point in trying to hide it.
Does not sound like very good secret.
Well, it was
So
a good
many clans are put together to make a bigger clan. Hard to be secret when you are so big with so many people.
Well, you see, because we are consisting of people from different clans, people think we belong to the original clan without knowing that we formed a meta clan on top of that. You know? Kind of how
Curious.
you could say that, for example, that while you're part of a clan, you might also be part of the warrior caste of your clan, and people might not know that you're part of your warrior clan. Of the warrior class in your clan. It's kind of like that. Like we are part of a specific. We have a specific function, and people can't tell that we have this function without them finding out about it.
Okay.
case you're curious, this makes as little sense for me as it does for you.
But if I understood that right, you guys are on your first mission for the order, right?
Yeah, the party had like
Yes.
their very first. They were inducted into the order. Vin is the guide. Ragnar is the. Dare I say, Ragnar is the essential employee of the
I know
esoteric
that,
order.
but Gregor didn't know that, so
Do you need a barricade build? Okay. Do you need turrets? Okay. You need weapons to supply yourself? Here you go.
We're
Also
practically
healing.
giving them away. I mean,
For you, but we're gonna have gun blades, gun axes, gun hammers.
What is this, Final Fantasy?
Speaking of
Might as well be.
such weapons, Yaotl. Sorry.
I just want to say that Yaotl, even though he probably doesn't understand half of what you're saying, is just trying to nod and pretend he understands. The one thing that is important that only really matters to him is that he wants to kill undead.
Indeed.
And
That is
What
the
languages
only
does he
important
speak?
part.
Palatine like to meet. I think that clan leaders of Orthoq would be most interested in meeting these palatines that you speak of.
As he says that, Devin's ears perks up and he thinks of like all the awesome refer a friend bonuses you can get if I can get them to recruit an entire clan of lizard folks into the secret organization. This is going to be awesome.
How many essential employees can I get? Ears perk up real hard. In any case, y'all do reach Timberfall pretty much uneventfully. Maybe occasionally some overly loud, strange, warbly howls in the night. The minefield, I'll take that off the board. That it's no longer an issue. You get there, Ro is playing with his children. It's almost like heartwarming to watch, I guess. I have to imagine it's not unlike Merry and Pippin going to Boromir at the middle of the Fellowship. We all know the one, right? Dagger is there just kind of like flipping her tail and watching and sniffing as he's getting tackled by kids who are laughing, and the townsfolk watch, and y'all come in.
So this is what human village is like.
Timberfall. And do my niece and nephew react to me and smiles coming in?
They probably don't see you. Ro sees you, kind of just like raises an eyebrow, but continues wrestling the kids who have their back to you.
Gonna bring up like a finger to my lips and just like gesture for smiles to kind of come up behind the children and sneak up on them. And then when he gets really close, he's gonna like surprise lick them.
Okay, stealth check.
Roll to lick.
Roll to lick. Touch attack. Yeah, it's good enough. Smiles gets the hint, and his eyes go real big, and his ears perk up, his tail starts wagging, and he like drops down into that like doggo crouch and boop 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 over, and then
Doing zoomies.
yeah, pretty much bork lick. Your niece and nephew jump a little, but then it's more laughter and play and carrying on. Dagger probably goes up and like bops Smiles on the nose. Smiles turns and bops back, and it's a whole thing. Ro gets up, comes over. So how'd it go?
Everything's been taken care of. We managed to save Elric's brother Leon. Leon has taken control of the trading post and is setting things up. Some of the mercenaries there were just poor folks from Restov given some coin to go fight. You know the type.
I do.
So they were pretty willing to take up more stable positions, and what remains of the Scarlet Hand is on our side now. We killed the instigator of the events, their leader.
The pompous asshole's dead.
Yeah. The one
Good.
But we do have some more concerning news. Specifically about a friend that came... Specifically about someone who came through the town not too long ago. And I'm gonna look over at Yaotl?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure I'm saying that right. Gonna look over at Yaotl and look back to Monroe. And do you have any good meat available? This one here lost some comrades today.
Nods. If we got big talk, maybe we should go get Cersei.
Yeah, I think that'd be wise.
And Ro kind of just turns in the direction of the squad and does like that big... He doesn't really say anything. He just waves his arm, motioning for all of you to follow. And then without waiting to see if you will or not, just goes walking.
Yeah. Have to ask, is Yaotl getting any odd looks from the rest of the people that are here?
Possibly occasionally, but nothing like... Not like bad odd, just like, oh wow, big tall purple scaled dude with a spear. Whoa.
Purple?
I mean, that's what I was going off from the token. I'm not colorblind, you're colorblind.
Yeah,
Say he's like a tree. Just pretend he's like the color of like tree bark.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Look over to Yaotl and say, forgive any odd stares. As I've said, we've seen your kind through here before, but it's always a bit of a interest too. It's always sort of interesting to people when they see someone that's not like the ones that live around here.
I've had
I'm sorry,
more
you're-
interesting lot than him lately anyway. And like, as if on cue, you probably hear the slap of the tentacle before you see the rest of Valrix turn the corner.
Oh, Valrix is here.
A tentacle?
He is a Cecilia.
I'm gonna.
He's a
Yeah,
squid
those are
folk,
the
but-
sexy Squidward people.
God damn it.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna turn
Oh
and.
God! By the gods, what is that?
I mean, they
Little
can also...
coppery one, get behind me!
It's an
I
it's
raise up,
Cecilia.
I raise up my hand and say, "That's a Cecilia, specifically that one there. Do you know what druids are?
Of course.
Do they? Okay. He and I are both druids, so we know each other and we can speak to one another."
Did not
And-
think any other humans still knew the true magics.
I
Oh, it though.
Elric
ran-
scoffs at that.
My
Ah!
teacher, Lively, she's been around forever, and I met her when I was young, and she taught me most of what I know about the true magics and the ability to draw the power from Earth.
She the chieftain or shaman of your village here?
She's mostly been a loner for the most part. The only person she's been in regular contact with that I'm aware of is me.
I see.
The chief shaman of this town would have to be more so my sister-in-law Cersina, and if I were to put anyone as a chieftain in this town, it would be my brother Monroe, who I was just talking to.
Oh.
That being said, we don't have a strict chieftain, shaman, all that sort of nature, but if you were to ask anyone in here who the leaders are, that probably would be their answers.
Okay.
And
See.
Valrix continues making his way over. You guys have, like, at this point, basically turned the corner to get to the inn, and you start talking about leaders, and then flying out an open window. Just, and you can't forget the new mayor of Timberfall, as Ferris goes flapping his little viney
The
wings over.
mayor! I run over to him and start to show like all the kinds of new cool shit that I do, and introduce him to Roboito Bird.
Oh, look at you, you've got a funny punny bird name. Well, good. And he goes flies a little too close to you, Teal.
Oh, by the gods, there's two of them.
Two of who? That's what I thought.
She curtsies and goes, "Ah, the Dragon Princess is pleased to see you again."
Ah, good. When's your wedding again?
Well, on account of the undead, we had to put it off a little bit, but we'll make sure to set a date once everything's cleared up and we can figure out a safe place to host it.
Oh, good. Yes, indeed. It's very important in these trying times. I think my webcam didn't freeze, but I don't know if I'm picking up over here. No, I am. Dope. Good. In these trying times, arbitrary social distancing joke. He lands, puts like He kind of does that, like, we represent the Lollipop Guild puff out with his chest. And Cersina makes, like, she comes out the front as well. Ro just grunts and walks past everyone, and the NPCs all kind of, like, file in behind him.
I'm gonna kind of, like, raise a hand to greet Valric. Hail, friend. I didn't expect to see you in my town anytime soon.
Well, it's dangerous times.
Indeed. It's convenient that you've arrived when you did. We were hoping to gather a few, get some of the local leaders together and explain where we are. We have some information about some of the events we've been doing around here.
Nods. Surprisingly, Cecilia are pretty fast on land. He, like, picks himself up by the tentacles and back. There is a row grunts, and anyone who is not important leaves the inn to reflavor text it for Nick's sake. Imagine, like, all of the taverns in, like, The Witcher 3. It's kind of just like, here is a place to sit. Here are some benches. There's some drawings on the wall. And then, like a pseudo counter type thing from which things are served. Okay. Well, what'd you figure out? Ro kind of, like, Rikers on a chair and, like, withdraws his bastard sword and begins sharpening it.
I'm gonna look through the group kind of like, do you guys want me to explain?
Not unless you want me to.
I don't want you to.
I figured it.
There's your answer.
There's all the NPCs that are aware of what happened the last time those two were in Timberfall kind of look at each other funny.
This one is still trying to process what is happening.
Well, you see, they're quite the regal group of bunch. Fine, a Rooksy friend.
Yes. Unfortunately, we came across Yaotl as we were coming back from the trading post. It seems as though he and his kin were looking into the recent growing of undead in the area, and so for reference sake, question for the GM. I know we have, like, comprehend languages available as a spell. I'm not certain. Can we cast that on Valric in some way? Because as far as I'm aware, he doesn't speak Common.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I was speaking to him in Druidic.
Right.
Last I remember.
He has gained a level and put a rank in linguistics.
Okay, cool. So that's very useful. As it's, and unfortunately his kin were killed. Well, at first we thought he was killed by it was a swamp mummy, right? Or was it a bog mummy?
The term is interchangeable.
Okay. At first we thought it was a swamp mummy, but then we found evidence that they had been eaten on by, I'm going to mention the creature's name, I don't remember the exact name. Wasn't it? I can't remember.
Evercotlack.
Evercotlack, yeah. God, I can barely remember the other PC's names. Why are you giving me these funny, weird names?
I mean,
you remember how long it took me to say Tian Shaw?
Yeah,
you remember how long it took me to get Tian Shaw, right?
You said that twice correctly. I'm very proud of you.
Yes, because it took, like, literally however many months of that campaign for me to finally say that.
See, you're trying too hard, and you're trying to remember people's names instead of just descriptions, or hey you, or shiny, or call them Penny, or give them a new
Penny, or local boy.
That's the key to it.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong, and that's what makes me frustrated.
Yeah.
Devon's cornstalk.
But, so, to continue with events from when we last left off, Valric, how far up to speed are you on the events that's been happening here in Timberfall? We haven't spoken in quite some time, so I want to make sure you understand the backstory.
I think I understand the gist.
Alright. Up until us leaving for the trading post to take care of the situation with the mercenaries, specifically the Scarlet Hand.
Just kind of a general nod.
Okay. Just making sure I know where we starts from.
Sure.
Well, we managed to assault the compound, and through copious amounts of fire elementals and other summonings, in fact, frankly, we probably went overboard with the amount of fire we used. We managed to overwhelm the defenders of the trading post, and in the action of doing so, we managed to kill the leader of the Scarlet Hand. Who landed the killing blow, actually? I wasn't here for that session.
I believe it was an
Devin.
eagle.
Yeah.
Yep. Rip his
Specifically,
face clear off.
specifically, I think one of Devon's summons here were the ones that specifically took care of it, so he got his personal vengeance. And
Devon is a druid too.
no, he's a different type of mage.
Oh.
No, I was a summoner, and now I'm a oracle. Because we
You're-
figured out that like a shit ton of eagles make every fight different, and then like with you coming along, my eagles were taking way too much time. So we were like, cool, let's just switch it out. That way we can have more people have more time, and it's not me and squadrons of eagle A, B, C, and D all doing shit.
Tell at what point he switched from in character to out of character.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But yeah. So the long story of the short is, Cersina, you remember that sort of pink-haired noble lady that came through here earlier?
Vaguely. More or less.
We have reliable information from multiple people that she is in fact a necromancer, and most likely in cohorts with the Whispering Way. She was the one that hired the Scarlet Hand to be out here, and specifically she targeted our group.
And provided these wands with their insignia emblazoned on them.
And I'll kind of, I'll like look, hand, kind of reach a hand. Wait, I have the Cure Light Wounds wand, right? Because
I
I'm
believe
one
so.
of the people. I think that was the one that was group. I'll bring out the Cure wand and say, I wanted to scratch the emblem off of this, but I figured I'd keep it long enough to show you the proof, and I'll show them the emblem of the Whispering Way.
There's kind of a general look of disgust goes throughout the NPCs. Ferris is a little more just loud and angry about it. Valrix just closes his eyes and exhales. Probably Cersina's about the same. Ro is still just sharpening his bastard sword, and the next like flick of the whetstone is a little too harsh and like decisive in motion, if that makes sense.
So as it stands, it makes sense for us to try and see if we can hunt down this pink-haired lady.
However, we should note that the band of the Scarlet Hand were hired mercenaries. They didn't necessarily know who they were working for, and they were just sort of running under orders to try and make some coin. After killing the old leader and installing a new one, we have them helping to protect the trading post at the moment.
So you mean to tell me the Dragon Queen's got herself her first Baron?
Yes.
I mean, sure.
Ha!
I'm sorry, Dragon Queen?
Aye, it's her, it's the Dragon Queen, the mighty Dragon Queen, Tuxhail, the Copper Scale.
This is kind of a
Kind of like looks down at Tuxhail, kind of like cocks his head back and forth, kind of like a dog would when he's confused.
She's not large in stature, but her magical abilities are great.
She's got the blood of dragons running in her. I could just smell it on her. Actually, I kind of smell like the swamp. Perhaps a shower.
Well, I mean, I
Is there some
always
water?
wondered about that, but do you remember that big old dragon that showed up at New Timberfall?
Oh, yes.
That
Yes, I
might
do.
be a bit of a surprise to the ones around here that weren't aware that a dragon had shown up.
Yeah, everybody
Oh.
else is kind of like,
It was a crypt dragon.
Ah, indeed. Look like a damn Dracolich from the sky, but then it lands and it's all nice and safe. Took your friend Trazen with him. Said they had to do some catching up, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, it was about the size of a hill.
Massive fellow.
I'm sorry. Is this Draco Lich?
He
No,
was
no, no.
not a Draco Lich. He is
It
a crypt.
looks kind of like that,
What
He
but
is.
it's not the same.
Are you aware of the
is it a
goddess of
type of
undeath?
dragon?
Are you aware of the goddess of undeath? Or not the goddess of undeath, the goddess of death. Gosh, now that I need to
Pharasma?
say,
I assume
Yeah.
that there is god of death.
There is a
Have you-
goddess of death in birth, Pharasma.
have you heard of her? Do your kin know of Pharasma?
I don't know what they know for Pharasma.
Yeah, pretty much everybody knows who Pharasma is.
She's like one of the few universal gods in Pathfinder, it seems like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
In the same way that everybody knows
Okay.
who, like, Gozra is, or,
Probably
like...
because her domain is so universal to, like,
Does this
everyone
mean,
has death.
So, like, if you bring up Undead Dragon, Yaotl is just going to... all his cold-bloodedness is going to show through even more with how pale he's going to look.
Pale
So-
brown.
But
Not even sure if it works like that for reptiles, but
it's important to note that a crypt dragon essentially works with the goddess of death, Pharasma, in making sure that massive amounts of undead and powerful liches and things of that nature are stopped. Specifically, they guard. I think one of their duties is to guard the Bone Guard, the place where souls go to rest, or sorted from where they go to rest. They are not undead. They are
Okay.
creatures that are expressly...
undead.
Yes, they hate the undead.
Okay,
That is
that's
basically
matter.
that's their entire reason for existing.
Yeah, but because of what they do and where they live, like the graveyard, which is this plane where souls go, they do kind of look as if they were undead. That's kind of like the
Okay.
side effect of living in a place where dead souls go.
Cersina nods.
Mentally noted.
Anyways, he confirmed my draconic heritage, so I'm pretty happy about that.
That was a major victory for you.
Don't you dare insult your queen like that! I thought you were getting married. How dare you? How dare you? And there's now Cersina is also caught up on the joke as well. There's kind of like eyebrows raised. Did I miss something? I'm confused.
Last I checked,
was
actually, you don't know this. You don't know this great noble Nair. Sir Tuxie and I unfortunately broke off our engagement. Her heart now belongs to Elric.
Bluff check. Bluff check.
Wait,
Bluff check.
wait.
Bluff check. Bluff check.
Come on, please, please, please,
Can
please.
I assist
please.
with this?
Yes.
There we go.
Achilles is beginning to think he made terrible mistake.
Yeah, if Devin wants to aid, Devin can too.
Tuxie did. Tuxie's good.
Damn, that had to have been like a 20 from Ross.
That was a 19, yeah, because I have a
100%
plus 0.
believe it.
It would appear the kobold and the... There's still a lot of humans in this, right? The kobold and the wizard appear to be getting hitched. Even like,
Yeah.
Bro's like, I don't think you're
Eric
telling the
is pro-
truth, but you're getting to be a really good liar. Ah, you're marrying the damn wizard. I knew you had a good head on your shoulders. You gotta chase after them smarty boys. Also, he appears to come from royalty. That must mean he's got a lot of money. Well done, Dragon Queen, enhancing your hoard. Beautiful. May all the gods bless your marriage.
I am sorry, not sorry, Elric. I am
I
sorry.
imagine that would be a
Pass the word
very.
on to,
I imagine that would be a
Elric's-
very short reign for that bloodline.
Oh, what does that mean?
Oof.
Oof,
I mean,
No, I do not mean that as offense. How can a human and any not dragon make a child?
Well, you see,
called
when
magic.
human and any not dragon love each other very much, humans can breed with anything in this damn setting.
No,
You got
well,
tieflings,
yeah.
duskwalkers, half elves, half orcs. It's a whole
when I
damn
was in
thing.
Rest Stop, they mentioned something about this magic, this Tien Sha magic.
God damn it! Beat me to the
Like,
punch.
one
I
blood
didn't.
are
are throwing a lot
vampires.
at me today, and I'm not sure if I can handle all of
Even
it.
more Tien Sha sex magic.
Oh, it's following me.
Oh,
And
jeez.
Yep,
is there a
evermore.
basin of water for Yaotl to just sit in and try to
Just hide
get
in the
away
water.
from it?
Poke your eyes over the top.
Like a crocodile.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, probably something.
I'm married to knowledge and magic.
I am done with this.
Of course you are. Look at the knowledgeable magical dragon queen. It only makes sense.
Atio's gonna go find a basin of water to sit in. Drown
So-
out this noise.
So ask around.
Gypsy's gonna
Has
go,
anyone seen pink-haired lady and all her?
There's kind of like a
Do
general...
we know her name?
Yeah, she had introduced herself. Her name is, I'm gonna go recopy it because I forget it all the time. But she had
The
given me a name.
Necromancer.
Just imagining like the weird lady from Hunger Games,
May the odds be ever in your favor.
or what's her face from, or the evil lady who would always dress up in pink from the Harry Potter show or movies.
From the Harry Potter show.
Harry Potter Puppet Pals show.
Snape, Severus Snape. But her name was Ignava.
In Nava?
Ignava. I will put her token back on the board so we can all understand that it's not Dolores Umbridge. Though
At the Harry Potter lady or the Hunger Games lady?
The Harry Potter lady.
I don't remember the Hunger Games ladies, and I didn't like the Hunger Games near as much. Her name was Announcer Lady, as far as I got, but yeah, no, there's just kind of a general, like, everybody looks at each other, shakes their heads. I haven't seen her since your performance.
Did she say where she was going?
Everybody just kind of shakes their head no again. Given the fact that she was probably undercover, probably watching events in this town, no, can't seem to think she would.
So I go up to local boy's charming and ruggedly handsome brother, and I ask him, can you and your cat do the tracky thing and sniff her down?
I mean, given that she's been gone for weeks.
Sniffing, you said?
Yeah, let's go on a hunt. Oh yeah, it has been a long time. I guess we've lost the trail.
Yeah, that's kind of the major disadvantage.
I may not be a tracker, but I know smells don't last that long.
Can certainly keep my eye out, but that's about all.
I wonder if she's the one that cast that nasty spell on you.
You guys have an article of hers?
It is kind of likely because she was the one who crafted the wand, I think, right? The wand of was Unseen Servant with the caster level of 10s.
Not necessarily that she crafted it, more that she would have the access to it.
Okay. Because if she crafted it, that would mean she would have been 10th level.
That would mean she immediately shows up, nukes the party. It's a TPK. Aw, shit.
Yeah.
Do you guys have something that would have her scent on it, though?
No, she's been gone for quite a while.
Right, she's gone, but is there a belonging of hers or an article of hers that guys might have...
I don't think there would be because she's not from here. It's just sort of like a rest village. So even if they had like her sheets that she slept in, they would have been changed by now because it's been over a week.
Pretty sure.
How dirty is this establishment?
Yeah, I mean, so how often do you clean? I say this fully kind of like...
Yeah, she got
I say this with... Yeah. Oh.
You say that, she raises her eyebrows. It's been weeks. She's cleaned. There's kind of like a general, like, Ro looks up, just pretty sure she wouldn't leave anything to be scried, tracked, or otherwise magically informed of where she was if she's undercover.
I kind of grin my teeth a little bit as I say that, fully expecting her to throw like a switch or something.
You all know this land better than I do as I look to the leaders of the other people, the NPCs. Is there any places here that you know of that could be turned into a base? Like, I know there's some dwarven ruins, there's the tower and stuff, but any places they could easily fortify, and people will not expect them to be there.
Everyone kind of shakes their head no. Certainly the places exist, but where? There's kind of a
do we want to try the old dwarven tower again?
Hell yeah, we're a bit more powerful, and we've got backup. We got new boy over here. Let's go munch.
Well, wait, or Yaotl. How soon do you need to return to your
Yahtzee.
Yahtzee.
Very good. You are learning. What? But you want, Druid man.
How soon do you need to return to your people? like, should we head straight away to
do-
your clan, or should we?
Need to let them know somehow. Message.
Valor,
are-
Word.
Listen, I'll give you the rundown here. That thing killed killed his friends, and these Whispering Way people, the ones responsible for making undead. Yaotl is all for helping you guys fight against these monsters. He needs to warn his people what they found too. And I don't know, how should we do this?
Can I flatter and ask the mayor to do us a favor and
Wait,
fly
what?
his little butt?
What instead of the mayor? Valeric, do your people know where Yaotl's kin live, or have an idea where they live?
It's not exactly easy to get there.
Well, that's why I bring it up to Valeric, because he and his people are amphib. Yeah, blah, 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 blah.
They can go on water and land.
Yeah,
Yes,
the amphibious.
they're
Our
amphibious.
people are just Cthulhu monsters.
Yes.
I suppose I should ask the arbitrary question because we haven't heard from him in a while. Is Sven muted?
No, I'm not muted.
Okay, got it. Just it's been a theme I wanted to check. I guess Nick, how secret is Ortholk?
Well, it's unless only people that would have the blessings of the chieftains or Withered One would be allowed to enter Ortholk. There would be an outpost that outsiders could interact with, but it's limited interaction.
Okay.
That being said, I imagine that I could deliver something to them that would show them that they have the blessing of one of Ortholk's guardians, that they're allowed to enter and have words with the other chieftains that are there, though.
Sure, makes sense to me.
If
Like
I give
some
them
teeth, perhaps.
like a mark of passage.
Okay.
Yaotl will probably need some time to think about that, though. He would trust you guys with that.
I simply bring it up because if you tell us, we can try and get a message to them through various means.
Okay.
And that way,
maybe send those teeth with the message.
Be 100. Well, I'm gonna ask: would it be unreasonable? Would it be unreasonable for Yaotl to want to go himself to inform them?
Probably not. And the party would know, like, if there's one lesson that has been learned throughout Spoopy Kingmaker, strength in numbers is a thing. When we send people off to go places by themselves, it often ends very poorly for them.
That's true. The question though is,
it's much safer for.
Where are his people though? Like the last time we went to the swamp, we got the feeling that everything in there is way above our league.
They are over there.
But over there.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it's kind of through everywhere where there was very strong stuff that we shouldn't be able to deal with.
How the heck did I get through there then?
You know all the right paths to tread.
Yeah, I was just about to say, you know the right path.
Everyone else almost died, so it didn't work out very well. You're the lone survivor.
Yeah, but that happened because, the old man from SCP decided to show up.
Yeah.
Well, it's rumored that the undead are hanging out somewhere in the swamps, right?
Valrix nods.
They are in the swamps already?
They've been in the swamps for as far as we can tell.
At this point, they're basically everywhere. Ro is still just like, at this point,
no.
he's sharpening his bastard sword, but like, it does not need to be sharpened anymore. If it weren't for the fact that the blade is enchanted, he'd probably be doing harm to it. He's just kind of making that motion to like, I guess like to keep himself grounded, to keep like some kind of like rhythm going. What's worse is they animate without necromancy.
What?
I think I would want to go myself then.
Ro just kind of looks over at Tuxie. You knew this.
All right, well, if you're going, you're not going alone. You can leave us at the outpost if you wish, but it might be easier to get there alive to send the message if you have help.
I agree with this.
Oh, and do any
you-
of you all's towns have a blacksmith forge? Any of the kingdoms here?
Don't. As far as I know, lizard men reject modern stuff, so like
Yeah.
smithing and things like that.
The Uruxi of Pathfinder have not really, like, they can use forged weapons, they can use iron and steel and stuff, but several of them do not. In much the same way as, like, crocodiles on planet Earth, the Uruxi haven't really evolved since, like, the damn can't think, since, like, before Earthfall, because they don't really need to.
They're only primitive because they haven't really needed to, like, modernize themselves. That being said, Uruxi are more than happy to trade whatever resources they might have within their swamps and ecosystems for metal weapons.
Yeah.
Actually, a point of lore is that they actually get along the best with dwarves because dwarves are master metallurgists, and there's plenty of strange, weird resources in the swamps that people can't get to, except for the Uruxi that live there.
I would like to give you and your people, it will take me a while, and to the rest of you all to help defend yourself, the knowledge, and also help you craft some of these firearms, as they call them. And the Dwarven ruins does have an advantage to us. There is a weapon there the intelligent undead were looking for. Of who it belonged to, we don't know. But there's plenty of iron and other metals we can use to make weapons to help defend ourselves and our people.
Okay. All right. Well, if you seven come with me to Orthalk, you may treat with the chieftains, perhaps even the Withered One himself. Depending on their answer, we'll have the support of Orthalk in fighting against dead.
Hooray, more essentials.
Maybe.
Weak.
Promises.
Who
Withered One
is
will decide.
who is the Withered One? What, may I ask, why do you call him the Withered One?
Because he's the one that's with it.
Because he's old.
I have said too much already.
I understand.
Withered One is the not leader, but guardian of Orthalk.
Like
Came to
spiritually?
Orthalk, have not seen him myself. Came to Orthalk many, many years before I ever hatched. He is someone who has helped build up Orthalk and made it what it is now. Sanctuary for many Uruxi. Once
Withered
again,
One.
I think I have said too much.
Is this? Oh,
Now it is just about as secret as your silly Palatine order.
Wait, I don't think the majority of the people here have actually heard the specifics of the palette. Wait, no, actually, never mind. Have all of them heard it? I don't know. I'm gonna.
It sounded like a lot was spilled earlier. That being said, I don't remember exactly what was said.
It's fine. I'm just curious if all the NPCs here know the
Well,
fact that
the important ones in your family know, because we told them pretty early on, like almost right from the get-go, I think.
I think we told
So-
Valor out of just these.
Well, we kind of described it. We were like, yeah, we are on a mission to defeat these undead. I don't know if we specifically named the order, but I don't think that mattered much.
Valrix is
It
wise
was
enough to
more
suss it
about,
out.
yeah, it was more about that we oppose the undead, and so we are on the same side.
That's all that matters to me. Good.
Well, with him describing where we need to go, Valeric, would you like to travel with us? There is safety in numbers, and if you came here with some companions of yours, then we can go together as one group to get to your town. And are your leaders on board with working with the Timberfall? Perhaps helping us with any sort of information about scouting they may have done?
More or less. It's actually why I'm here.
Oh.
Shelter. Making friends. The rest of
Well-
my party that you met when we met on the Tuskwater, they're currently back home, and Cersina nods. Certainly we could go talk to them as well.
Okay. Well, then we can do that, and that's kind of on the way. I wonder if while we're in the area, if we'll see for Cynthia, maybe, because there was that one shrine to Desna that was out in the Gnarl Marshes, a bit of a way. Then again, that was more so directly west of here and not so much southwest.
I know this person I speak of is not in this room, but I could try to send a letter somehow to my brother or mother or father, or even my grandfather, and see if we can get some of their aid here. They live pretty far away, so it will take them a while to get here. You're talking probably months, probably. Not as long as for my brother, though. He lives in a land where the weapon I carry is common, and there's different types of them.
Well, I guess that could be a long-term thing. So send a Raven now, and 3 months from now when he gets here, and we can start like selling firearms, and that'd be really fun. And we can give all the like handsome Squidward people 3 rifles each, and they can hold them, and they'll be fucking blasting crazy. They started blasting.
Oh yeah, give the people who live underwater rifles, because the powder's not gonna dampen or anything.
By the time they get there, we'll be like high enough level that we can enchant the powder so it doesn't get.
Well, there's alchemical cartridges, which I don't know is affected by the water.
Could just give them snakes. Ro chuckles.
I'm sure working out those logistics will come with time.
Time we don't have right now.
True.
Time that could be spent. They're doing other things. I don't know.
Honestly, what I think we should do is, and
I have been finding God throughout this entire experience.
Ro kind of like, he has a little like, I don't necessarily want to call it a go board, but he has a go board. Just kind of like sitting at the table, just kind of like one of those like dumb bar games, and he starts moving pieces around. What I think we ought to do is this. You, and he says, does anyone in the party speak Sylvan?
I do. I do.
I actually do. I took a rank in linguistics to grab it.
Ro looks over at
Better know Sylvan, Mr. Druid.
at Ferris and says something not very friendly in Sylvan. Take Mr. that phrase. Ferris just kind of like puffs up his chest admirably. You go back to your people. You points at Valrix, go back to your people. No offense. But after what's happened, I think I'd rather stay in Timberfall for a little while. Be with my kids. Cersina, like, comes over, puts her hand on her partner's shoulder, nods. All of you, go talk to the Uruxi. Everyone, I assume, again, that shitty thing in Sylvan. Presumably, he kind of, like, flaps his shoulders. As the Gathlin flies, you'll get back around the same time. I propose we all meet in Timberfall, consolidate our forces, go from there. Unless anyone has any better ideas. Again, Master Dwarf. Sharpen, sharpen. I don't know where all the snakes are, I'm sorry. Sharpen.
Oh, so that's what he is, a Gathlin. That makes so much more sense now.
I don't know where the snakes are, but trust me, I have done some pretty amazing things with snakes.
That's what she said!
Damn it,
Oh.
Mayor.
What the dwarf... No, that is what the dwarf said.
Tootsie rolls her eyes at this.
So does Ferris. Again.
Well, I think we have a game plan. If there's
Yeah,
nothing
I
else that
think-
needs to be said, we should head out now before it gets too dark.
Devin's disciples, descend!
God damn it. Descend! Shouts Ferris as he goes flying the opposite direction.
Will anyone be... If that one dies, will anyone be upset if I eat him?
Yes.
Yes,
no.
he's the fucking mayor of New Timberfall. You can't eat the mayor of New Timberfall. We have to make a statue of him if he dies.
He made me the official.
I was
diffuser of
referring...
New
I was
Timberfall.
referring to the chatty one.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
That's-
me?
I was referring to chatty one. Yes,
Oracle.
you.
Wait,
Yes.
Yep.
the chatty one, was he really good looking and had really awesome hair?
I'm very
had
much
hair.
resisting the urge to not flip my hair on camera right now.
Do it.
Good enough.
Yes, I would be. I kind of had to save him. His brain's a little bit scrambled. It's kind of my fault. But he's alive, so yeah.
Right.
It doesn't matter because I'm not going to die because I'm the chosen one and I'm going to live until I don't want to live no more. So we're going to be okay because I can't die.
Yeah, but you might hurt your favorite kidney
So,
again.
would you folk prefer to leave in the morning or leave now?
Probably in the morning. We just arrived today.
Okay. I'm going to find a clearing in the forest. I feel like I've had my fill of warm bloods for today.
You sure about that?
No
Not exactly
offense.
safe out there.
I mean, I'm not going to be going all the way out. I just
we can give you a room.
he needs an hour or two.
We can give you a room in the end and shut the door. That might be safer.
Already walking towards the woods.
Or
Oh,
like
no,
the
not
rim
this
of
again.
like
Tootsie
the
Falls
rim
zone.
of the woods, not like
no way.
it's not like I'm
That's just-
going directly into the forest, just like
Like
Enough
you're
with
leaning
his
up on the
quiet.
first tree of the forest.
He's just
No
going
way.
like over the edge a little bit.
As he does this, I'm gonna put my finger to my lips and I say, "What screw?" Oh, he's at that. Let me see. I start chanting a few things in Druidic and then, poop. Vin is no longer there. And then there's Burb. Vin has turned into Burb.
Burb.
I have become
You're a
Burb.
He's a burb. He's a 4th level
Yes.
druid, so he can do that now.
He's the word.
Yeah. So now, so like Vin just kind of like shrinks down and turns into, I guess, a hawk. Since we've seen a lot of those lately.
Fair.
Into the hawk. What?
Yeah, I turned into a hawk because I'm a druid, and I just kind of like, there's kind of a momentary pause as the hawk just looks over itself, and then there's a loud, kind of like flapping. They're like, "Oh hell yeah!" Just dance to it.
Careful, Mr. Lizard. You're breathing into your microphone.
I was wondering who that was. I thought Sven fell asleep on us. Like somebody's sleeping.
That's that. No, that's just me RPing the heavy breathing of a large crocodilian humanoid.
He's not
I don't
playing.
blame
He's not playing an Aruxi. He's playing an obese house cat. Heavy breathing.
I hate Mondays.
I don't know.
I am Burb, so I kind of just like flap around a little bit, and then fly out the window.
Wait, I wanted to talk to him in bird language.
Devin just has bird empathy. I also am
Yeah.
tempted to establish the fact that, like, maybe not necessarily it happens, but if we were to ever go, like, mythic or epic or something in this game, the special mythic trait for Devin is he doesn't have an Achilles heel, but he has an Achilles kidney, because I think that is hilarious.
Yeah.
One weak spot, whole body. Okay, cool. So we
no one
got...
can hurt me
That-
except when they're
Wait, does that mean that I would be able to shut him up instantly with a well-placed kidney punch?
just stunning fist in the kidney. He's gonna pee blood for 2 weeks and probably never talk to you again.
Sucker punch him.
Don't
Yeah.
give me ideas, Tommy.
Yeah, no shit. Okay, so Yaotl is gonna go meditate in the woods. There is a bird that follows him, I assume.
Tuxie will follow.
Okay, so then first thing, Yaotl, give me a perception opposed by Vin's disguise check. Yeah, there it is.
Guys,
Okay.
could it be a stealth?
It's a disguise.
I don't. Okay, that's
You
weird.
get a
Because-
plus
because
like
he
10 or
thinks
20.
you-
Okay, well,
He
that's a
knows that's
17 on the
you.
dice.
Yeah, so it's really, really high. I forget. It's been a little while since Mirrodin, but like it's at least a plus 10. You definitely go ahead and roll stealth, I guess.
I need to actually take off the armor check penalty. And then I guess I get a bonus because I am tiny or small.
Yeah, plus 4.
No, he still sees me, but he might mistake me for another bird.
Probably smell you, to be honest.
Yeah, smells you, looks up. There's a hawk sitting, just kind of like has flown, is flying nearby. Tuxie's following you into the woods as well.
It's flying rather erratically for a hawk.
How high up is he?
Out
I
of
want
your
to be
threat
above the
range.
tree line since I can be.
I probably can't smell him then.
Yeah. You probably just you look up, you see there's
See a
a hawk
hawk.
flying. You don't think it's a druid.
Fair enough.
But you do see, unless Tuxie wants to try to hide herself.
Nope, he said he's had enough of the warm-blooded. Tuxie does not match that description, so she thinks it's fine.
Good enough. Anybody else want to follow him?
Oh no.
Have the whole pulpery
Nope.
of.
Yeah, nope. Devin's gonna go off and try to scam some local.
Oh, God.
Just as soon as the druid's gone.
Yeah. Eric's gonna tag along with Devin and also gonna show him a nice cool trick. He's gonna recall Mark of the Dragon Eye and touch Devin and mark him.
Touch of the Dragon Eye.
What's that do?
Sounds cool as
it's
hell.
it's a unique mark to me, and it's permanent, and it allows me to know in which direction you are, and stuff like that. Also, it makes scrying on you much easier. So I want to start marking everyone in the group, so that if we ever get separated, I can just will and figure out in which direction someone is of our
No.
party.
I do it on my other kidney, so that way I have symmetry.
It's an invisible mark.
Oh,
But it looks
But how-
really cool in the moment that I cast it, because it looks kind of like someone burned with like an iron.
But if
magical.
the Chinese mafia ever break in and steal his kidneys, how is he going to be able to find it?
These are the real questions we ask ourselves.
Okay. That was,
Well, what's Gregor doing? I've heard from everyone but Gregor. And I
I
guess
said
Ragnar
I'm-
as well.
Like I said, I'm staying in Timberfall.
Okay, cool. Ragnar got anything?
I would like to help the people of Timberfall by help repair axes that are damaged, fishing poles, stuff like that.
Sure, easy enough. So then I guess the last bit of the session is Yaotl and Tuxie's roleplay.
Okay.
Or 6 minutes if we sit in silence.
No
The
way.
cold blooded, it takes him a while.
I see Amy lighting up, but no sound coming
Yeah.
out.
There we go.
You got to give me a second to think.
No, I said I had enough of warm bloods, little one, but Suppose I should have just said I simply wanted peace and quiet. What do you want?
Well, a very wise dragon once told me that despite my tendencies, not everything is a joke, so perhaps I should sit and contemplate everything that's happened over the past few days. It's been a lot.
Have you lost your kin too? The dead? Is that why
Almost.
you are with them?
My family was not exactly accepted as part of our tribe, and we had to run. It's the sheen on our scales is enough that we are associated with the metallic dragons, and many kobolds identify more strongly with the chromatic ones, and so we had to flee for our lives, and we spent a lot of time around humans, at least for most of my lifetime.
Condolences.
But I did almost lose a human who I was very close to the other day.
Chatty one?
I hate to admit it, but yeah. He's chatty, but his heart's in the right place. I think he just he wants people to care, and he feels a need to be loud and in the spotlight, so that he can sort of fill that void.
Not sure I fully understand. Is loud to fill because he needs to fill a void.
He doesn't feel important, so he likes to pretend that he's in charge because he wants people to like him. He thinks that'll help. Doesn't really make a lot of sense, though.
No, it doesn't. But I guess it sort of does. Comrades that died, they were not truly my friends, but they were ones whose approval I also really wanted to have. I should have stayed and fought. I ran. Shouldn't have. To be honest, I'm a little nervous about returning to Ortholk.
Well,
no, I have to because that's all that's left. That's all I have left to do. That's my duty. And what comes after that? Well, I need to avenge them. And that's why I'll help you guys fight the undead. Wait, so does that mean you are a princess or you are not a princess or a queen? I'm confused. There is so much going on today.
Uh, to be honest, I'm not quite sure. I guess I'm closer to an half angel, part angel. I don't know.
Like, do I know what those are?
Azamar, yeah, you probably from time to time, like maybe not necessarily anyone you know on a first name basis, but it's not unheard of for the various like planar anythings to have their heritages manifest in your people. In your case, it might be a little more common to be like an Aruxi with a particular affinity for water might a couple generations down spawn an Undyne. But, like, yeah, no, you understand what, like, a celestial creature is.
Okay. Well, sure. Okay. That definitely piques Yaotl's interest, though. Like, so you actually are. I'm trying to find the right words for this. You are one of the. Yes. Huh. Would be the proper thing to say for this. I'll just say assume that they call them ASMRs too.
Yeah.
You are ASMR?
That's correct.
Huh. Oh. That's...
Might also be why I have a tendency to be a little bit loudmouthed myself.
Yeah, but the noise you make isn't nearly as annoying as the other one. Was that you were doing? Was that your kind of... Was that music? I mean, it sounded like music, but was so much more than that.
Okay.
Bardic magic is kind of probably a bit of a mystery to him.
It's complicated because it's not really music for Tuxie. She doesn't have any ranks in perform music. She is strictly oratory and comedy.
Oh, okay.
So she was probably making fun of making fun of the swamp mummy.
Talk shit, get hit is her whole character design.
Yep.
Throwing mad shade at the undead.
Mm-hmm.
And it sort of bolstered morale.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. that was my doing. All I know is that my blood was touched by one of the muses. I'm assuming some form of celestial copper dragon because of the color of my scales, but I don't particularly know.
Why are you telling me all this right now anyway?
Well, you asked, and
yes. Fair.
Really the only other scaly kind I've seen have been my parents, and it's been a long time since I've seen them as well.
Oh. Can't even imagine what it must be like to among your own kind. Actually, the whole experience is rather strange right now.
Well, I suppose
think
even
for now I would prefer to be but I'm glad that we got to talk.
Me too. Do you prefer to be alone, or are you fine if I sit here in silence with you?
And with that, Yaotl closes his eyes and takes very deep breaths.
Yaotl needs to get his key back real quick.
And
And I think that is where we are going to call it for today. Before we go journey to the lizard folk homelands, and we have an entirely new arc to the story. And I know who in Emmy's NPC backstory list I can use to hurt Emmy later, so that's good. That's my GM style to a T.
Yay!
Can I do one last thing?
Sure.
At some point, as I guess are we sleeping before we head out, like a full rest, or yeah, screw.
That would be the idea. I don't think we will travel today because our characters
came in-
arrived today after traveling.
Well, at the end of it all, Vin will land near where his niece and nephew are outside playing, and just kind of like peck at the wood near him. And I imagine he would get their attention. They would probably come over and ooh and ah at the bird, and then Vin would just like turn back into himself and just look at the two of them, and then say, "What are you two looking at? Do I have something on my face?"
I
love it.
They both jump and they look at each other like they'd done something wrong or like they had offended you. Both of them look a little insecure, but don't really say anything.
It's just a little trick. It's a little bit of magic. I figured something neat out.
They just kind of look back at each other, nod again.
I'm just gonna like rub their heads and whatnot.
They smile. It is good. They get the scritches. But thank y'all for watching. We'll be back at it next week with 7 folks retaking the stolen lands. Actually, just before sitting down, Yaotl pulls out a small instrument, delicately crafted from bone ivory. It begins to play a slow, gentle melody. And we'll talk more about that in a week. Thank y'all for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos and maybe a better camera angle. I don't know. My monitors are mounted to the wall now. I haven't really figured out how I want to do it. We're getting there, but I'm going to go play Final Fantasy. Say bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.